Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version 2 here with Yakuza Dead Souls. We are back. It is possibly the final time we're going to play as Ryuji, which brings a tear to my eye. We've got one thing left for Ryuji in terms of side content left to do in this game, and that is the Subterranea, which is a little concerning, because last time we did Subterranea for Majima, it took like 2 hours. And his was already longer than Akiyama's, so I'm worried that Ryuji's is going to be even longer. But depending on how long that is, we may do then also the finishing section of the story for Ryuji. We may save that for next time. But either way, we've got one thing left for him to do, and that is Subterranea, and that's it. So we're going to do that. The dude for it should be, we're going to find him. So we're just going to, oh, there he is! I found him! There we go. Whew. Glad we didn't have to track him down heaps. I need someone. Hey, what are you up to? Ah! Who are you? Just passing through. You know, there's a look on your face you wouldn't believe. Just seeing if you're okay. Looks like you are, so I'll be on my way. Like how Ryuji just walks past someone just going, just like, okay, that dude has a weird look on his face. Bro, you okay? Like, just has to check up on him. Wait, hold on a second. Huh? What's your name? It's Goda. Ryuji Goda. I'm Kine. I'm a freelance writer. Will you hear me out, Mr. Goda? Say your piece. Tried to crack the neck and didn't want to work. I'm following up a lead. It could be as big as what's going down in Kamurocho right now. This is literally zombies. This is literally zombies. I don't know. Yeah, are you sure about that? Seems the Imperial Army was working on plans for defense of the homeland in World War II. They want to set up a military complex and tunnels under Kamurocho. I tracked down a bunch of documents that mention it, but hit a dead end. I guess they're trying to keep it under wraps. Of course they will. Anything military has got to be a state secret. Right. Found out something else, though. What? A new entrance to the underground tunnels. I think it'll lead us closer to the truth. Mr. Goda, son. I know it's asking a lot, but could you check out this manhole and see if you can find anything? You're pushing it, Kine. Please, I'll give you a huge reward. I don't need no reward. Doubt you even got 2 yen to rub together anyway. Oh. You're right. I'm running on empty here, but I can't turn back now. I have to know the truth. All right, you win. Huh? I'll do it. I just gotta check out the manhole, right? Oh, you big time. The manhole's in Hotel District. Good luck, Goda-san. Sure, I got this. Oh yeah, I didn't manage to scrape together enough to buy these. Take them. Ordinary LED light. Thanks. Oh. Oh. A standard LED light. Frequent battery replacement has become a thing of the past. Huh. We don't have to worry about batteries anywhere near as much now, it seems. We didn't actually give the envelopes to anyone. We got all the money back. We haven't actually given it to anyone. Why do we still have the medicine? Why don't we give that to Hana? Why does Goda have it? Don't worry about it. So will I still need some batteries? I should probably still take some batteries, just in case. I should probably still bring a battery or 2 just in case. Alright, so we need as much space as we can get. Given what we're going to be doing, we kind of don't need a sprinter shirt. And XP, and we can get rid of that. So we'll just wear the heavy armor stuff. Like, sprinters would be nice, but I don't think we need it to get through the hordes. So we have this. So then we need to worry about healing items first. I got a few X's. We'll take a few X's. I'll take 2 of these, because we will probably bring someone. It does make life easier. We could bring Yaru if we want to. Now it's the question of what ammo types do we take? Because I'm thinking we need, like, a lot of Gatling. A good amount of shotgun. I kind of don't want to take grenade launcher to something like this. Just because we don't get many shots out of it. For something that's going to be a long-term thing, I kind of want to keep the bullets on me. And just load the fuck up. We'll definitely use this stuff as we go down, so we'll run out of space to get other things. I mean, we can get materials from the things that we're killing. But I also don't know how much we actually need that. Given... batteries. Our battery's over here. Battery, there we go. Your average battery. Just in case we need them. Just in case we need them, I'll bring them. Because it said frequent battery replacements kind of thing of the past. So it might just be, it now lasts longer, so but you'll still need to replace it. So we'll take that at the very least. So we'll bring that with us. So I think we should be good. I think we should be good. Probably get the fireworks gun out here. All of that. Pick up Molotovs if we see them. I mean, I'm fine with this. I have the things that I like using, and it works well. One more thing, and we can get another weapon slot. Then we can finally get some of this. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. I'm gonna save in case we die or anything, now that we're all loaded up on our goods. We also have to get to Hotel District in the first place. Which is kind of a pain in the ass, because I'm pretty sure we have to come out here between each time we dive down there. So we're gonna have to run through, like, the entire quarantine zone, come back here, talk to him, and then go back in. So, it's a slight pain in the ass, but, you know. But it's fine. We will partner up with someone. Who do we bring? Who do we bring? Who do we bring? Do we bring in Junior? Do we bring in Junior to try and convince Junior to do some stuff? Yes. We'll bring in Junior, see if he can actually do anything. We could bring in Yakuza, but I don't think we need to. He's at max level, and obviously I'm doing this to level up every character to max level, right? That's definitely a focus and a goal that I'm definitely aiming towards for this, right? Definitely. Definitely, 100% definitely. Alright, well, grab out the pistol. I don't want to waste ammo. There we go. Dramatic music. I have the game up audio too loud. Go it down a little bit. Alright, we don't have Yaru. We have Mate Mate. Lights are going off everywhere. Okay. It's now nighttime, so things have probably actually changed in here. Night has set, so there might be some differences. I mean, the lighting is at least different. Oh, yes. I mean, a lot of these things are going to be the same, because enemies kind of stay the same. Oh, right, we should still be gathering the ammo deposits, shouldn't we? Oh, no! He got hit. You'll be fine. It saves ammo in the long run if we do this. We can just cheat. Actually, no, leave a Gatling and a shotgun, because we're gonna grab this. Don't know if this was their intention of how to play this game, but you know, whatever works. Whatever works, right? You never need to buy ammo in this game. Ta-da! Oh, they're not giving me free weapons anymore? Boo! I could have grabbed a grenade. Ah, well. Alright. As long as we don't get hit by that Molotov dude, we should be okay. I mean, I talk about how it's like a pain in the ass to get to a lot of places now because of how distant and far away everything is. It's not the worst. Like, it could be a hell of a lot worse. Some of the pathways that have opened up makes life a lot easier. Like, we don't have to go around Theater Square anymore because the thing next to the truck's open. So we don't have to go around Theater Square everywhere to get through. So there's at least some things that are just, thank God. Now, also now realizing I didn't actually go into this with full health. My bad. My bad. I think there's any food places that are nearby. The closest food place would be Conrad, which is not worth looking to. Junior will be fine. Junior will be fine. Where is the thing? There it is. There it is. We made it! There we go. Gotta be the man Alkine talked about. Oh, gotta... Sorry, you gotta interact with it twice, don't you? Alright, go in. Alright, now we see what this is like. I can't remember how many floors we did with Majima. My brain is saying it was like 10 and 20 or something, but it may have been more than that. And I imagine we're gonna have to do even more with Ryuji. Wild guess. Oh, cool, we're starting with one of you. That's nice. That's nice. You're at the start here. Well, you seem to have got stuck in a corner, so I'm just gonna go. Oh, be careful. Don't want to shoot you. It's again. Oh, perfect. Did you see that? Oh, so good. Some even say it was Sugoi. Yeah, having some of these things down here is going to be a nightmare. Junior, you'll be fine. Oh, God, my controller. Oh, God, the controller. No. I was still walking. And there he goes. Didn't even make it a single floor. I thought the controller was still, like, fine. Because I was moving. But it just registered my input as walking forward. But I still couldn't control any of it. I was going to buy blue tack at work today to plug it in. And, like, stick it in with blue tack. So it wouldn't disconnect. I forgot to do that, though. I slightly forgot to do that. So, whoops, my bad. Boom! Oh, 1 kill. I really feel like the radius of the heat snap explosion should be bigger. It really should be bigger. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus! 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 Oh, God! Oh, God! Run! Run away! Fuck me! God damn. Well, these might be really long. If I can get away with using handgun ammo for a while, I will. It's also pretty quick to just run around and just blast off those headshots. With all the extra things that we have to just make the headshots more likely. It works out pretty well. It's shit like this that we really need to change weapons for. If I can't get past you, which I can! Oh, shit! Get away from me. See, now I switched to the fireworks gun, because I saw some tickets up ahead. Which I didn't reload this, so whoops, my bad. Which way? Perfect, this way. Oh, well, I'm just gonna ignore you. There we go. Oh, dear God! Oh, God! Oh, God! Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Is there another pathway? I see this is a dead end, but is there another pathway up here? There is not. Fuck me. Okay. Oh, dear God. Okay. Now there might be an issue. Now we might be coming across some problems. Problems may now be occurring. Shit. Get away from me. Fuck, okay. Really, when this mode gets at its hardest is when you end up in a dead end. Because it's not that difficult to run past everything initially. And things will just chase you. Backtracking is what makes it really rough. You know, unless you kill everything along the way. But, if I did that, I would run out of ammo. And it would take longer. Get out of my fucking way. Alright, pathway here at least. Where'd the fucking... Oh, there's the hermit. I was about to say, I know there was a hermit there. Where the fuck did it go? Get out of my way. See? Simple enough. Simple enough. Get away from me! Ah! Get away from me! They're just slowly chasing me, being very, very menacing and scary. Hiccups. Alright, can't shoot you. Oh, fuck me. Fucking goddamn it. It's this shit again. Fuck. I forgot about the actual worst part of the Subterranea. Oh no, there's another one. Alright, shotgun. There we go. I see the dudes. Dog, you tagged me in the butt. Oh. Ah, shit. Wait. Wait. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, God. It's a lot more concerning things down here. Now that we have the extra types down here. Now that we have the extra ones down here. Like the spinning ones and the ball ones. The ball ones are terrifying. The ball ones are like the meathead ones, but just worse in terms of huge, will block you from going somewhere, and have wide, massive swings to make it harder to walk past them. Oh my god, oh my god. There we go. You know, seeing the flaming ones there, being very, like, shooting me. Oh my god, nice, exit, close exit. Seeing the, like, the dip terrors shooting at me, and it being a little annoying, and then dealing with the Molotov dudes. Yeah, no, the Molotov dudes are still worse than them. The Molotov dudes are still way worse. And they're still significantly worse. See, I don't know how many floors this is going to be, so I don't want to start using, like, the good shit immediately. Well, for you, I will. There we go. Oh, they still burn every. Oh my god. Oh no, and that's. There we go. Oh god, okay. I get the obstacles of why they put them there, because they want you to sometimes have preventions of just running past everything. So that they're such a pain in the ass to shoot that makes it just god awful to deal with. Is there a pathway down here? Oh yeah, there is here. Okay, I was about to say that's a dead end, and I didn't see any other pathways going up here, so extra confused. Oh, thank you, Molotov dudes. You kind of made my life easier. Thank you. Boom, boom, boom. Have I got the thing equipped that gives me life on killing them? I forget. Yeah, power stone bracelet. I do. Okay. I guess just me shooting with the pistol. I'm not actually killing that many. I'm mainly just staggering a bunch. I'm basically only killing the ones that I get headshots on. Not everything in front of me is just dying all the time. The music down here is terrifying. This is dead immediately. There is a chainsaw. You know what? Actually, no. Chainsaw is cool, but no. If you're wondering if I'm planning on doing anything with Junior, yes, it's just not now. I will bring Junior back to life when we're further down. If you're wondering why he's still dead. Oh my god, get past. Also, that technique just there, about using the pistol. Yeah, pistol's actually a lot easier to destroy those barriers. It's easier to aim the pistol to destroy the barrier. So that's actually a legitimate plan. The pistols for the barriers can work a lot easier than the shotguns. Oh dear god. Get past you. Oh, thank god. Perfect. Perfect. I feel like outside of that one part where I had to backtrack, I've gotten lucky so far with these. I've gotten lucky, I think, so far. He didn't tell me that it was going to be an endlessly sprawling maze. Ah, the controller! Oh my god. I swear it's getting worse. I swear it's getting worse. It's alright, I'm only playing multiple games on the PS3 now. for stream. I'm only doing this and also Metal Gear Solid now, which is fine. Hey, flamethrower I will take. Flamethrower I'll take. Where's the exit to this room? There it is. There it is. Another flamethrower. They really want me to be ready for with the flamethrower. Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Die! Jesus Christ! Jesus! Get out of my way. Can I sneak past you? Oh my god! Really? You like caught up to me to fly in front of me, asshole! The asshole! What a prick! I feel like I'm smashing through these floors. I feel like I'm absolutely tearing ass. See, here's what we see that. Oh my god. Did I even need to go down there? We'll find. Well, I'm gonna go this way and find out. That other way maybe it didn't. We'll find out by going this way. Oh, be careful of the aggro. Perfect. Now, you know, if I'm trying to be careful of aggro, oh dear god. If I'm being careful of aggros, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Christ! Oh my god! Can't even see the screen. Ah, controller, are you serious? I'm trying to hold it steady. And it's still like disconnecting in the middle of me walking around. Oh, perfect. I didn't even need to go the other way. The other way was actually a trap. Nice. So far the light hasn't become, hasn't even gone down one pip. So it could be just you don't need batteries for it at all. That's just a mechanic that's been removed. They may have just realized that with the amount of floors you're gonna have to do for these ones. It may have been a bit too tedious. There we go. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, there's definitely an aim speed difference between different weapon types. There definitely is. Nothing done that way. Yeah, because just trying to aim the shotgun to hit that was way harder this time. Why did you auto-lock onto the aggro and not the motherfucker that was in front of us who had the Molotov? I totally clipped that other aggro, didn't I? No, I somehow didn't. So that aggro I was actually facing when I... Oh, never mind. Literally none of it matters. We're getting through this floor anyways. I feel like I've gotten lucky. I feel like I've gotten lucky so far in terms of how much of an issue it's been to get through these floors. I feel like it's been primarily luck so far. I distinctly remember with Marshama, multiple floors being like, fuck, how do I even advance? How do I get through? And it being a problem. Or maybe just actually, okay, well that's a difference. Maybe using the pistols is actually part of the strat, because it lets you just move while just laying off shots everywhere. Maybe it's just actually part of the strat. So where do we start? Oh, down here. Down here is not on the map, so that works out. I do appreciate this. Like, how do you work out what parts you haven't been to? Well, is it marked on the map? It'll mark on the map the moment you go through it. It's simple enough to work out. Oh, motherfucker. Get away from me! Again, I think this mode is really cool. I love that this is a thing in the game. I love that it's a thing in the game, because it does feel very different to what you do above. Above, you know the way around, things will spawn in the same spot. You can prepare for it, and it's about getting, it's about getting point to point, but you know the area and you know all that stuff. Going down here is, you gotta deal with the unexpected. Obviously the layouts, like, are fairly on the basic side, because it's just, you know, a bunch of squares and corridors and stuff. Like, yeah, like, obviously any of that, but like, for a small side mode, I'm totally fine with it, being what it is. Though I am realizing part of why I'm probably fine with this mode and like it I'm also the person who likes Chalice Dungeons in Bloodborne, so go with that context. Go with the context of I'm the person who likes Chalice Dungeons in Bloodborne. Like, do I think Chalice Dungeons are the best part of Bloodborne and oh my god, they're so good? No, of course not. Of course not. But like, for what they are, I like them. It's nice to just have a mode that gives you like an excuse to go and fight more stuff while having just enough exploration that it's not just nothing but fights. That's what the Chalice Dungeons are in Bloodborne. And that's basically what this is. This is an excuse to do this game's combat, but not like knowing what's going to happen. Like, it's obviously not got, like, the level design or anything that an entire game dedicated to being a roguelike has or anything like that. But I wouldn't expect it to. It's literally one of the many side things you can do in this game. There's a lot of other stuff going on. So I wouldn't expect it to. My main issue with this, which is which ends up being just the same as, oh my god, are you serious? Which ends up just being the same as most main issues that I have in Yakuza games. Oh my fucking god! Is the assholes with the Molotov cocktails! I'm gonna actually die just because of these pricks. No, the main issue that I have with this, other than the Molotov cocktail pricks, is like a lot of oh my god, are you serious? I'm just actually gonna die here. I'm just actually dead. I'm just actually dead. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! Are you serious? What the fuck? Do something about the Molotov assholes! What the fuck? Oh my god! Okay. Ah! Fuck you! Eat shit and die, you scumbags! Oh, you motherfuckers! Fuck! Are you fucking serious? I'm just actually permanently stunned. Or actually, wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna need to use every healing item. Junior, come back to life and kill some of them for me, please. No, he's just gonna get stunned as well, isn't he? Oh, am I out? Am I free? Oh my god! Fucking Christ! Oh my god! Fuck all of you! Absolute asshole scumbags! Fuck! Oh my god! Never mind, my biggest complaint about this mode is the fucking Molotov pricks, because they're, oh my god! Fucking Christ! Fuck! That's my biggest issue with this mode. Fuck anything else I was going to say. My biggest issue is that they have Molotov dudes in this game at all. It's the worst part of the game. Fucking Christ. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up, Junior! Now I'm just actually pissed off. Fuck this crap. Fucking Christ. Fuck these pricks. Anyway, hi Deku. To combat, aka run to the goal and avoid combat. I mean, that's the combat in this game. I mean, if I fought more enemies, it could be different. So basically, if I see Molotov dudes, I have to deal with them. I can't let them do that again. Also, I only brought X's, not double X's. I need to buy more double X's. I am now realizing. Because they're healing up very, very little. They're healing very little. Like, none of the special infected are anywhere near as a problem as the fucking Molotov dudes. The Molotov dudes are the absolute worst. Because any hit by them just completely stuns you. And knocks you over and moves you. And there's multiple of them. Oh my god. No. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Why? Why are the Molotovs dudes like this? Why are they like this? What the fuck? Actually just fucking ridiculous. Actually fucked up that the Molotov dudes can just do that to you. It makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense that that is how they function. Fucking Christ. The thing I was going to say, in terms of my main issue with this mode, other than the Molotov dudes, they're the worst in the game. The Molotov dudes kind of like, they really do have like a negative impact on the game overall. They're just aggressively awful. They're worse than any special infected. I like how the boss fights in this are just a single special infected. It's such a bizarre choice. It's such a bizarre choice that the bosses are just... Like, boss flaws in this that just kill one thing. That you're getting chased by, like, several of in the other ones. You know what? This would work. This would actually be easier. I well and truly outpower. But look, some clues like Kine said. My guns absolutely way outpower that. Oh wait, are we actually at the end? Oh, we're actually at the end. That was like 15 floors. I was expecting it to be more. The next one will be more, but yeah. A diary. It's torn in half. Let's take a look inside. Huh? So they served the requisition order, but hit resistance when they tried to seize the place. And the guy in charge, Nojima, got worried about his career prospects if he failed. Looks like someone from his unit wrote the diary. Nothing else in here worth reading. Don't head back and tell Kine about the diary. That's where we came from. Okay, so 15 floors. No, the thing I was going to say, in terms of the biggest issue that I have with the Subterranea, other than the Molotov dudes, it's the same issue that I have with what ends up being a lot of the side content, like the major side content in a lot of Yakuza games, and that there's too much of it. And that there's just too much of it. I don't know, has there been any side activities? Has there been any side activities, like the major, big, huge ones, in a Yakuza game that don't drag on for too long? Because Yakuza 0 has real estate and hostess clubs. Both of them have too much. Though they're possibly on the lower end of it. Actually, no, real estate has you literally just waiting around to get money. At least you don't have to play anything annoying, but you still just gotta, like... The optimal way for me to play that was to leave the game idling while not recording. So there's that. Hostess Club is at least like a consistently fun minigame, but you do have to do a fair bit of grinding to like get as far in that as you need. There's rewarders for your trials. Block of steel, sturdy spring, super hard aluminium alloy, toughness infinity, and a battery. I shoot do a lot of armor spaces. With just what I had here. But then you go to Yakuza 1, and the big thing in that is Majima everywhere. There's too much Majima everywhere. It takes too long to level it up to maximum, and also, Majima fights interrupt standard gameplay way too frequently. Each type of encounter of Majima everywhere should only happen the once, as opposed to every single time you walk past the same area, which of which there's like 10 or 20 across all the Kamurocho. Yakuza 2 has construction and hostesses. Hostesses is about the same as the previous game. A little bit of grinding to actually finish up, to get as far in the mode as you need to do the next step of it, and stuff like that. Construction might be okay. The construction RTS mode, that one might be okay in terms of length. I don't think that one drags on for too long. That one might be a good balanced one. I think we had about 3 streams of it, which streams at the time were 2 to 3 hours. So that one might be okay. That one might be okay. Yakuza 3... What did Yakuza 3 even have? What was Yakuza 3's big side thing that it had? Like, big side mode. Oh, I can't interact with the truck. I guess it's out of ammo, so you can't even interact with it. What was Yakuza 3's big side mode, even? Did it even have a big side activity? Oh, no, I know what it was. It was... The closest thing I had to it was HLA. Yeah, it had HLA. Which was basically just a bunch of more sub-stories. Which, to be honest, if you wanted to say that mode was too long, you could. The amount of things that you had to actually do for HLA was a lot. So you could still say that that one had too much. You could say that. And I wouldn't argue it. Yakuza 4 obviously does. Because Yakuza 4's two big side modes are the, Well, Yakuza 4 has like 4 big side modes, and 2 of them are fine, and 2 of them are fucked. Because the 2 that are fine are Tanimura and Kiryu's for the, solving the crimes and fighting the gang dudes. And those are fine. Those are fine. Kiryu just happens while you're just fighting normal enemies in the streets. And Tanimura's is just like, oh, it'll pop up while you're just going around. Which is a big part of Tanimura's helping. It's the fact that you can do it basically anywhere in town. You don't have to go to one specific part of town to activate it. And also, you can do both of them before the end of a character's chapter. Unlike a certain Akiyama's Hostess Training and Saijima's Fighter Maker. Both of which only unlocked at the end of their part, required being in a very specific part of town to do it, and required going through way more characters than it needed to be. And again, in this, Subterranea. I like what Subterranea is. It's just the fact that you have to do it twice with every character is the part that pushes it too far. If you did it once with every character, it'd be fine. Doing it twice with every character is what pushes it to the point where it's too much. And then, of course, fuck the Molotov dudes. They're assholes. But I can say that about the entire game. Twitch, can you not be stupidly bad? Probably not. Probably not. I'll be honest, I don't know how y'all actually watch my streams on Twitch. Given how bad Twitch's video player is, I'm shocked that people actually watch them live. Also, I'm looking at the very end of a character's story. That, yeah. Subterranea does that, but I get it. I at least get why Subterranea only unlocks at the end of a character's story. Because it is meant to be, like, the big, hard thing to do for a character. Because it is the most amount of zombies, the most amount of special infected, the most confined spaces. So I at least get it for this, why it unlocks at the end of a character's part. But it does mean, because it unlocks at the end of a character's part, you have to do 2 of the long ones in a row. Which ends up coming back to the same issue that Akiyama and Saijima have in Yakuza 4 of... Not only do they both have several people to get through for their modes, and each of the individual people is like a good hour plus. And that was with me following a guide optimally to do it. But you have to do it all in a row, because then you don't stop playing as the character. Unless the intention is to come back in post-game. But I feel like Yakuza never intends for you to come back to post-game. It just gives it as an option. Ever since we started doing sub-stories as you unlock them, I feel like the pacing of the Yakuza games has been way better. I feel like Yakuza does want you to do a lot of side content as it unlocks. And in some cases, that is literally the case, because you can only do the stuff as it unlocks. But I believe for this game, people have already said you can't do sub-stories in this game at the end finale when you can play as any characters, because so much of the sub-stories in this game require the city to be in the state that it's in for that sub-story. So you have to do the sub-stories while you're as the character. So yeah. Like, the mode itself for Subterranea, I'm fine with. Molotov dudes are assholes, but that's not a Subterranea problem. That is a Yakuza Dead Cells problem. The length of it, I'm fine with it if you did it once. When it unlocks, I'm fine with that. Like, all of those aspects, if it was all that isolated into itself, I like Subterranea quite a lot. I still do. I just think it's a bit ridiculous you gotta do it twice for every character. It makes it take it too long. I'm back. I found this down below. A diary? What's written inside? They tried to seize the place, and they died regretting the tunnels they lost. It's notes written by the people in charge of seizing the place. It's a real find. What happened after they encountered resistance down there? Doesn't say in the diary. That's not the part I found. But it could say something in the other half. Goda-san! Let me guess. You want me to find it for you? Exactly! I sure will tell us what happened after the requisition attempt. Well, I came this far. Guess I better see it through. Thank you. I'll take the star and try to track down Nojima and the others. You take care of the manhole, Goda. I want to take care of Goda's manhole. I mean, what? I mean, what? What? So we don't need batteries, which thank God. We don't need batteries. What we do need is better healing items, which I will need to buy. No Jimas? You got no Jimas. So I'm gonna go eat somewhere. We can go finish Watami, maybe. Before I go in there. I'm going to shoot in other places outside of Kotobeki Drug. Is Kotobeki Drug still a thing? Did we liberate that? Oh, Kotobeki Drugs isn't actually in the quarantine zone. The issue is that where it is close enough to this that I'm worried it will trigger the story if we go there. Okay. I went past Watami. That's concerning. Because I'm gonna bet story will continue once we go past that. Because it's past where the strip joint was. How shall we tackle this? I'm only allowed to order one drink. Boo. Boo. And what about food? Yo, we can actually... Well, we finish off the food. We haven't finished off the drinks yet. We haven't finished off the drinks yet. But yo, the food at Watami's done. Oh my god, controller, are you serious? It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Did that not fill up my health? Did that not fill up my health? Or was I just clicking through it so fast that it didn't actually like show the animation for it? Now I'm curious. Did I actually get my health back? I've probably got a lot of like toughness infinities that I've gotten from all the side quests of this. I just figured I'd save them for, you know... Okay, no, I did get my health back. For, you know, more important stuff later. But I can take some of them. I could take some of them. Well, I mean, to be fair, the main reason we'd need them is if I got fucking stuck in a corner again. Which could very easily happen, so I should probably prepare for that eventuality anyways. Can't even go to the drugstore. Can't even go to the drugstore. So I got 8 Toughness Emperors. Or Toughness Infinities. Actually, I do have 6 Royals. Fuck it. We'll take the 6 Royals. We'll take the 6 Royals. Royale with cheese. Gatlings. Shotguns. There we go. Take us over Toughness C's. This is a good idea. They'll come in handy. And the club sandwich. Energy drink and club sandwich. Perfect way to stave off zombie bites. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. So given how long this has taken so far, we probably will finish Ryuji's section today. Before I actually say that. Deku, how long will the past the point of no return for story for Ryuji be? Because it was decently long with Akiyama. We had to run through the entire building and then do a boss fight at the end. Where with Majima, it was literally just a boss fight. So I guess it kind of depends on that regard. Who should I call? Junior! Because that becomes the question of, if I finish this, and it's been like 2.5 hours, if Ryuji's final part is going to be like an hour, then we can do it. I guess it wouldn't be longer than an hour. I guess even if it is long, it's not like the story parts of this game have been like an hour, like have been 2 hours. all at once. It's this. This is a much shorter Yakuza game compared to others. Even the longest parts of the story have been like half an hour in a row consistently at once. It actually doesn't matter. Hey, Neon. Sup? You missed me yell and scream and swear and get incredibly frustrated and angry. I got stun locked into a corner by about 6 Molotov dudes who were just constantly chaining it, and I literally couldn't move my character. It was great. It worked really well. Yakuza Dead Souls has 0 faults with it. I do wonder how different this game would be if I didn't have the ridiculously overpowered weapons that I already do. We're gonna take everything. We're gonna take everything. Okay. I need to grab the stuff that we're not actually keeping on us first. There we go. If we want the free goodies, we can just magically throw them into a phone box from inside here, and it works out just fine. We really desperately need to get that, Ah, Jesus. We desperately need to get that Gatling gun for Kiryu. When we start playing as him. Actually, we bought the other one. Ah, Jesus. We bought the other, yeah, right, we bought the other Gatling gun. We just can't go to Purgatory immediately to upgrade it. That's what it was. That's what it is, yeah. Once we go to Purgatory, we can upgrade the Gatling gun that we're gonna get for Kiryu. And also, for the sake of actually seeing all the content the game has, we should probably also get a sniper rifle for Kiryu at some point, considering we've not used any of those in this game. I just feel like slow aiming, precision aiming down the scope weapon in this game, given this is how the game aims, is probably not the wisest idea in the world. I like this game. I like this game quite a lot, actually. I think it's really fun and good. I will freely admit the faults that I believe it does have, and one of those is definitely, the targeted aiming mode's not great. It's almost like the devs were definitely aware of that when they made the game, and why they gave you 3 different firing modes. I've checked an interview just so it won't take long. Thank you, Deku. Oh, yeah, you haven't actually played this game. Ryuji's ending is really short. Oh, yeah. Well, I think Majima's was as well. Majima literally had, what, a boss fight. But I forget, Deku hasn't actually played this one. I'm used to, oh, no, god damn it. I'm used to Deku having, like, played through all the Yakuzas and 100% them before I even start them. But this is one that Deku hasn't actually played. Actually, as a question, Deku, because I don't know if I've actually asked you if it's come up. Have you played Yakuza 5? Because the issue is that, like, we started Yakuza 4 before either of us started, Final Fantasy 14. So because Final Fantasy 14 is Final Fantasy 14, I don't, have you had the time to actually go through Yakuza 5? Because also from what I hear, Yakuza 5 is the biggest one out of all of them. Yeah, there we go. I've played and platinumed them all. That's terrifying. That is terrifying. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, Junior. Junior, please. Junior, please. I've been slowing very slowly just whenever 14 is down for maintenance. It's alright, you're on the North American server. That happens like once a week nowadays. You're fine. Junior! I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you. I was about to say, please tell me there's a way to turn off from here. There is, thank God. Ah, Jesus! Christ! 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 Get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of my way. Get out of my way. I think the pistol is actually just better for doing this, really. I think the pistol's just actually better. I switched over to the shotgun and I'm immediately having, like, encountering more resistance. I think the rapid fire nature of the pistol really allows you to stagger everything for just long enough to run past it. If I need to kill everything in front of me to get past, obviously switch to a different gun. But if I'm trying to run past stuff, I feel like the pistol's actually just really good at doing that. Because just running around with it, it's great at just staggering everything as you just blitz past. It is terrifying to stop and aim at those things like that. It's still wild to me that this is like a game that exists. We've made 4 Yakuza games. What should we do for the next one? Zombies! Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, I'm... okay. Okay. I see we're back in hell again. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way and hope for the best. Oh, fuck yeah! Thanks, Aggro. The way you knocked me down was actually perfect. Fuck yeah. It actually worked out well. Nice. Aggro knocked me the correct way. Well, obviously, why did they decide to go for a zombie game? Obviously, like, we know the answer for that. Because zombie games are were big sellers at this time. This game came out in 2011, fuck's sakes. Like, why did they decide zombie spin-off is not a hard question to work out. But the fact that they made it the way that they have is still absolutely wild to me, and I love it. I feel like the fact that they go for Yakuza game, say, we're gonna make it zombies, we're gonna make it ridiculous, and everything like that, but we're also going to give it, like, the story and gravitas that our other Yakuza games are known for. I feel like it's just, like, there's not much more shit that is exactly what you, exactly what you'd expect of Yakuza than this, right? Jesus Christ. Like, hearing that Yakuza's making a zombie spin-off, but that they still go ham with the story the way that they do, and just make it ridiculous, like, that's what Yakuza's about. Like, how many, like, it defines so much Yakuza, where Yakuza is this over-the-top, ridiculous, like, series, but also just has these massive emotional moments that, like, have this profound impact on the people. Well, I don't know if profound's the right word. But like, they have this big impact on the people who play them. People love the stories and love the characters and everything about them, while also being completely and utterly fucking ridiculous. So when you think of, when you go from that perspective, them going zombies and doing what they're doing with it makes a hell of a lot of sense. And I love it. Almost 10k kills. We'll probably get there today, unless I just ignore killing a lot of enemies like I have been for a while. We're gonna read this faster. Bill says Yakuza 5 is super long due to side content, but that's not entirely true. The story itself is also the longest, even if you skip all the sub-stories and other side content. Wow. Wow. I mean, from what I've heard, it's 5 playable characters, so that's not actually that surprising, but damn. But damn. I feel like Yakuza 5 is gonna be... I feel like Yakuza 5 as a game is going to be something that just feels totally different from the previous ones. Because it's going to be, like... It's just, with how huge it is, how, like, much side content it has and stuff like that people have been saying, and the fact that it's, like, the first game that goes into the new engine. Like, I have very much gotten Yakuza to feeling one particular way because of 3, 4, and now Dead Souls all in a row. It's like Yakuza 0 and 1 have somewhat similar vibes to them in a number of ways. And then Kiwami is its own thing, which I probably feel more similar to 6. And like, I know an engine isn't everything for a game. I know an engine isn't everything for a game. But even outside of like, just the engine and all the stuff that it comes with for the games, I feel like there's a lot of like there's some design mentality differences that you can feel the shift has happened in terms of 0 and Kiwami 1 compared to what 3, 4, and Dead Souls are. I feel like the Molotov dudes have somehow gotten worse. Or they're just placed more where they're actually just designed to fuck you. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't use this in these corridors. Get assholes out of my way. Why is this one particular aggro so good? This one particular aggro has been absolutely decimating me. What the hell? RG15 to be a soft reboot for the series? Okay. Okay. I mean, like, to be fair, that does make sense. Obviously, I don't want to know any story implications or anything of that. But it does make sense when you consider how much, like, Yakuza 4 feels like a cap to the series. And then Dead Souls is like like a big celebration fuck it fan service game. So much of Yakuza 4 feels like it's designed to be a big lost end Yakuza experience. So many playable characters, so many different things. Kamurocho is being expanded the most that it has. Its story and how it ends and stuff like that, with like Saejima taking his place in the family and stuff like that, and like Kiryu's character arc basically ends. I don't know where the fuck Kiryu's character arc can go past the end of 4, considering it basically resolves everything that he's been building up to from this point. And stuff like that. And then after that, they're just like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. Zombie game, we're having Marshmallow and Ryuji playable. Why the fuck not? It literally is like the succession of the legend or whatever in Japanese. Yeah. So yeah, Yakuza 4 being this big like cap of one part of the end of the series, and then it goes into Yakuza 5, which also introduces a new engine. My personal favorite of all of the engines so far. So I'm excited to get back to Yakuza, get to Yakuza 5, just so I can get back to that engine, because goddamn, the Yakuza 0 engine has been the best it's ever been. The fights feel the best in that. It's the perfect level of the fluidity and stiffness that I want Yakuza to be. As much as I still like combat in 3 and 4, it is definitely like a bit on the stiff side, and Yakuza 2's combat is so fluid as to not feel like Yakuza. And stuff like that. Visually, I think it's when the series looks at its best. It gets the extra, like, lighting details, just the shine of how things look, to look a lot prettier, compared to the engines before. Whereas, the Dragon engine both has terrible frame rate, which just makes the games look worse, on a visual perspective, and also has just god-awful lighting. It's amazing how, like, I can give you constructive, this is why I prefer Zero's engine over 3 and 4's engine, which isn't, like, a shocking thing. I'm pretty sure everyone would agree with that. Oh my god. This is happening way more frequently. This is happening way more frequently now, and I don't know why. I don't know why this is now a thing that's happening. Oh my god. At least it's a shot floor. Whereas, for the Dragon engine, I'm just like, why do I dislike the Dragon engine? Oh, because it's worse in just every fucking way. Are they still using the Dragon engine for, like, current releases of, Yakuza? Like, Ishin, the one that I'm not allowed to know any details about, 8. Are they still using the Dragon engine for that, or have they given up on it? Because, God, do I hope they've given up on it. Okay, we do use batteries for this. Just incredibly fucking slowly. The entire previous run and up to now has drained the first spot of the batteries. So, you know. Oh, there's actually a dude up here. Ishin was unreal. Wow, okay. Wow. So they did just say fuck it. Did they also realize that the Dragon engine is dog shit? Because if they also realized the Dragon engine was dog shit, that makes me happy. Because guess what? The Dragon engine is dog shit. Not looking to Yakuza 6. Not looking forward to Yakuza 6, I will say that. Purely because of Dragon engine. Purely because of Dragon engine. Dragon engine just makes me go... Dragon engine is not what it used to be. Lost Engine uses Dragon engine as best combat in the franchise. There's someone who hates Guam 2's combat. I have heard that. I have heard that starting with Yeah. What about the first Judgment? Because that's obviously Lost Judgment. Because when I've heard people talk about the Dragon Engine getting good, they say it's like a dragon. Which, to be fair, is turn-based combat. So, it's a whole different thing. But... That worked out very well. But, what about, like, original Judgment? Or are they still trying to polish up the Dragon Engine in original Judgment, and then it's not quite there? I mean, to be fair, a big part, I mean, like, I still think, like, I still have just, like, baseline issues with the Dragon Engine's combat. 900, 9,900, we're getting there. We're getting there. I still have baseline issues with the Dragon Engine combat, at least the way it is in Kiwami 2. But a number of the problems just come down to it doesn't feel like Kiryu. Kiryu should not feel like that fluid and slippy slidey as a character. He shouldn't. Like that, it doesn't make sense for Kiryu's fighting style in other games, nor his personality for Kiryu to fight the way that he does in Kiwami 2. It just doesn't make sense for Kiryu. It doesn't make sense for him. Jones Grant is one of the issues of 6 and Kiwami 2's combat are gone in Judgment. I wonder if it is just a case then of trying to recreate Kiryu's combat in the Dragon Engine just does not fucking work. Trying to make Kiryu do what Kiryu do in an engine that has so much physics interactions going on with it just doesn't work. Because it may just be that. Because that's a big issue that's the big thing that I have with it. It doesn't feel like Kiryu. The character that I'm playing as physically looks like Kiryu, but the way that he fights, like, obviously there's a difference in how Kiryu controls across, say, the 3-4 engine and the 501 engine. But like, I can go from Kiryu in Yakuza 0 and Kiwami 1, and then when I got to Yakuza 3 and Yakuza 4, Kiryu still felt like that Kiryu, even with all the differences that he would have. But Kiwami 2 doesn't feel like Kiryu. It's the one that stands out. Like, obviously 3 and 4 are a bit more stiff, don't have as much going on. The flashiness or the sell of all of the stuff isn't there. But Kiryu still feels like fucking Kiryu. So it's that. I'm not looking forward to 6. I'm not looking forward to 6. I do think I will likely also... Part of 6 that's going to be an interesting experience is that I'll likely also be playing 6 on Xbox. Oh, dear God. Threw them over that motherfucker. I'll be playing 6 on Xbox. Sorry. I'll say it when you can hear me again. I'll be playing 6 on Xbox. Because it PS5 Yakuza 6 doesn't play at 60, whereas I believe, from what I've heard, if you get a Series S or Series X and play the Xbox One version of Yakuza 6, you can put it into a mode that forces it to play at 60. So at the very least, it'll visually look better by being at 60 compared to 30, the way Yakuza Kiwami 2 is. Apparently Yakuza Kiwami 2 doesn't do that though. Apparently even Yakuza Kiwami 2 on Xbox still plays at 30, so... You know, game development's weird. Game development's weird in terms of what isn't possible. Kiwami 2 Kiryu felt like 48 Kiryu stuff from Yakuza 6, which does not fit well. I guess, yeah, because that would have started with, oh, Jesus. Yeah, I guess that is part of it, isn't it? Because Dragon Engine combat would have started in Yakuza 6. But Kiryu's older than all the others. So taking that and putting it into one of the younger Kiryus just wouldn't actually make sense, would it? Oh, what pathways? There is this pathway here. There's another one back there. Because there is definitely a difference in terms of Kiryu's, like how old Kiryu feels when you're controlling him in the games. Like, Kiryu always feels like Kiryu and stuff like that, but you can feel the difference between how Kiryu fights in, say, 0 compared to 4. And it's definitely intentional. How they, like... you could just say, oh, Kiryu just controls the way that he does because it's good game design for him to feel the way that he does, and they just got it right. But also, when you play Yakuza 4, you can tell they definitely 100% think about how a character should come across while fighting for their personality and everything like that when it comes to their combat. They absolutely consider that. It is absolutely a big consideration because all 4 characters in 4 feel very different to each other, and all of the feels that they have match who the person you're playing as. There's so much like personality and expression, and I don't know where to go if this is a dead end. I don't know where to go if you're a dead end. Huh, okay. So they definitely have Kiryu feel the way that he does for a particular reason. So Kiryu feeling the way that he does in 0, where he's got a lot of movement. He can do a lot of stuff. He has like a bunch of heat moves that are like massive flippy things. Some of his heat moves, the same equivalent in some of the later games. You can tell he's not moving as much. Some of the most over-the-top movement ones come from 0 or Kiwami 1, where he's still relatively young. Actually, that's still a battery, because I'm now down to 1, actually. Just noticed I'm down to 1. So this dude has a battery. Did I bring a battery? I don't think I did, because I thought I didn't need them. I'll bring Junior back to life. I'll bring Junior back to life. I think he does sell batteries, so I should probably bring one. Actually, here's what we do. We point the gun directly at his face, intimidate him. We use that, and then we buy another one off him immediately. Ta-da! Ta-da! Because, yeah, like, Kiryu feels, like, super young and spry and active in 0, but he also feels inexperienced. He has the different modes that hyper-focus on one thing, but, he's not, like, blending all of his different combat styles together super, like, fluidly or effectively in that. Oh, got a controller. Like, he's not blending his movements together super amazingly and stuff like that. It's literally part of the unlocking the dragon thing. And then you get to Yakuza 4 Kiryu, and especially when you've been playing through all the other characters, you realize why Kiryu is strong in the way that he is, because he's able to do so much with what his fighting style is. So that level of storytelling through how your character controls is definitely a thing. So yeah, making Kiryu in Yakuza 2 feel like Yakuza 6 could be a big part of the reason why it doesn't make sense and why he doesn't feel right. Yakuza 6 also leaks better than Kiwami 2, so I still say Yakuza 6 is one of the best looking games I've played. I can't say that for Kiwami 2. I mean, Kiwami 2 has aggressive motion blur, 30 FPS, and horrible lighting. Like, for all of the stuff about, like, textures look good in Kiwami 2. They do. Textures look good in a lot of Dragon Engine stuff. They do. I have no issue with, like, the textures of stuff in Kiwami 2. Kiwami 2's issue that makes it look ugly is lighting. The lighting for a lot of stuff in Kiwami 2 either makes things look way darker than they should be, so it just loses a lot of vibrancy, or if it's not dark, then it's just losing vibrancy because it's just desaturated in areas. Kiwami 2 has this really ugly green filter when in Kamurocho. It's weird. It's weird because it makes so much of the game just look not right. Which is weird that like Kiwami 2 can have all these issues that came out after. Oh my god. Considering it came out after 6. So you know there is that. I mean I'm still looking forward to it because I'm going to be doing Dragon Age and stuff. But you know. Knowing that it's at least not as weird as stuff. I don't know if you got, Weber Judge, got a PS5 remaster with better lighting and 60 FPS. I believe that's the one that I own, yes. Yeah, it's the one I own. Yeah, that's the one I own. I own Judgment, and then looking up at my shelf, I own the PS5 copy, so yeah. I did hear that. Yeah. Thing is, 9983, we're getting there. I own all of the Yakuza games up to issue this year. All of the ones I own are PS3 in this one case. PS4 for like everything up to Yakuza 6, and then past that PS5. However, I will have to rebuy 6 for Xbox. Playing with the different controllers is going to be weird, and not having them all on the same console is also going to be a little bit of an oddity. But if that amount of oddity means that we double the frame rate, then I'll take it. Molotov dudes feel like they've gotten significantly worse down here. Like, I don't know if, like, there's, like, a difficulty thing that's, like, marked or registered into the game, but I feel like they're fucking me up way more. Or maybe it's the placement of them. Maybe the placement of them, instead of all being in a line, they're spread around some more. So instead of just, they all just knock you back, and you go, ow, you're being, like, knocked around, because they're surrounding you. So maybe it's that. Maybe that's why the Molotov dudes are fucking me up way more right now than usual. Did we hit it? Did we hit 10K there, by the way? Or we're like super close to it? What the fuck? Sorry, I just got an email from my real estate. No more kills. I'm not stopping at that. Sorry, I just got an email talking about my car being repaired. I got an email about my car being repaired. Which I don't understand. I don't have a car. I can't drive. Get off me! Oh my god. The 10,000th kill is gonna be Ryuji. Alright. Trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. They're saying it's gonna be repaired. 10,000! 10,000! 10,000! 10,000! 10,000! 10,000. Ta-da! I got a Mayday bell. Ta-da! I'll check the name after the stream ends. They contacted me on my personal email, which very, very few things know my personal email. But I have an email that I use for, like, signing up to a bunch of websites and stuff like that. I have the email that I use for, like, everything related to all of this stuff. And then I have an email that's, like, legal stuff. And things like that. And the email came on that one. The email came through on that one, so even more curious. Even more curious. I don't know much about it, but you can bind it that allows you to use your PS5 controller on an Xbox X/S. I will actually use that. I will actually use that. Part of the reason why I'm a bit nervous about playing 6 on Xbox is because I'm not a fan of the X controller. The S controller is just a slightly awkward shape for my hand. So being able to play on a PS5 controller would make me quite happy. Though that being said, I always feel like I know what my favorite controller is, but I feel like my brain's just changing over time. My favorite controller is just whatever controller I'm using the most at any given time. Like, I thought the PS4 controller was was one of my favorite controllers for a while, and then I started playing on PS5, and now going back to a PS4 controller feels weird. Not bad, just, you know, weird. That being said, I'm probably aware of what my favorite controller is. I'm pretty sure I actually do know what my favorite controller is. And it's the Switch Pro controller. For my personal hands and everything like that, the Switch Pro controller is probably the one that works the best for me. Though I do like the DualShock 5. I do like the DualShock 5 quite a lot. Though I do like the PS4 controller. I do like it. It's just, I feel like in terms of shape, the PS4 controller is very different to the PS5 controller. So it's a whole different experience. PS4 controller feels too small after playing PS5 for so long. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. That's kind of my thing. I feel like my fingers are just dangling around it because they've got no space for it because the other one's so huge. Get off my friend! Yeah, I think that's a big part of it for me. The PS5 is this big chunky ass controller. Because my brain wants to say my favorite controller is PS5. But I don't know if I just say that because I use it the most. Because Final Fantasy 14. But I do absolutely fucking adore the Switch Pro controller. The Switch Pro controller I absolutely fucking adore. So that one might actually just be my favorite. Though how much of that comes down to my specific one might also be a thing. Because I feel like I wasn't as big of a fan of the Switch Pro controller. I mean, I've always liked it, but I feel like the big thing that's turned me into a massive fan of it is my colorway version of it. Because colorway controllers change the texture feel of a controller massively I think, for the better. I love the feel of colorway controllers. God, the finish they put onto it is fucking perfect. It feels so nice in my hands. Get out of here. I absolutely adore the feel of the colorway controllers in my hands. So I feel like that's a big part of the reason why I like the Switch controller so much. Because that texture combined with that shape of controller is, oh, fucking, oh god. Just so good. So good. I'm noticing on both of my colorway controllers for PS5 and Switch, some of the paint is starting to chip. Not in a sense that it's colorway's fault though. Because all of the edges, because the parts where it's chipping on my colorway controllers is the parts where there's gaps and grooves. And I have a habit of shoving my fingernails into those like gaps in controls, like where joints are between bits of plastic. I have a habit of like shoving my fingernails in between that when I'm bored. That's apparently what my hand does when I'm fidgeting with a controller. I'm not pressing anything, but I'm holding it. And it's those parts on the colorway controllers that are starting to like have the paint chipping away. Because I must do it a shitload without noticing. Because I try not to do it because I have painted controllers that I spent a lot of money on. But apparently I've still been doing it. So, you know. Whoops. Whoops. I can massively vouch for colorway though. I fucking adore their controllers. Like, it's not even just the paint looks fantastic, and out of any like custom controller stuff that I've seen, they're, I think, the best visually. But I think the way that they paint them from a visual aesthetic is better than most official controllers in terms of the finish and feel that everything has. Like, I think base PS5 controllers, regardless of color, are too shiny. But also, the thing that I wasn't expecting from the colorway controller is the texture difference. And it's just... it's the perfect blend between an amount of smoothness that it doesn't feel rough in your hands, but just enough friction that it will sit comfortably there and not, like, slide around when you're in those intense gaming sessions and you're getting all sweaty and stuff like that, and the controller won't just go slip sliding out of your hands and stuff like that. That's the colorway promise. It could just be very specifically me. I've not seen anyone else actually talk about colorway controllers liking the texture feel of them. I don't know if that's any aspect that they advertise, but they definitely focus on making it good, because fuck me, it's good. Is this just completely open? What is going on with this floor? What is going on with this floor? There are so many pathways. What is actually happening? What is even going on? I don't actually know. There's so many pathways. It's gonna take forever to work out where to go. Dead end? Dead end. Cool. Cool. Basically, sponsor me, colorway. Colorway, sponsor me. And I'm not just saying that so you'll give me a new one that, like, I don't have to pay for. There's no way I'd ever get sponsored by them anyway. Is there pathways past these crickets? There is. Jesus Christ. I think this is just actually completely an open, like, loop. The entire place does this actually, like, double on itself entirely. What the fuck is this? I've not seen a floor like this in this game. What the hell? I mean, it makes it a lot easier to get away from the enemies. We've not been crowded anywhere near as much. I say, as I'm about to get after. There we go. Got them. Like, look at this. We got on the map. Look at that! Look at how many rooms are just all connected next to each other there. There's a entire pathway that we missed and we didn't even have to go down. Fuck yeah, let's go. Fuck yeah, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. My nose feels crooked. The cartilage on, like, the end of my nose, like, is bent to the side ever so slightly. And so I usually try to get it fixed up and just, like, push it back into place. And just all of today, it's been refusing to like, it's always just been going, and just, like, shifting off to the side. It feels very, very bizarre. It's like, bleh. Nah. Oh no. Oh no. DM lines. Can there not be 20 of you standing in a corner? I'll take that. Controller! The worst time to disconnect! Oh my god! I'm like trying to hold it steady. I am trying to hold the controller steady. Can you get out of my way? Get out of my fucking way! Christ. Christ. Ah, Jesus! I was betting that one to go way longer range. Shit, shit, shit. Well, I'm getting stuck a lot on these things. At least I'm not taking much damage. At least the damage hasn't been too bad. Am I missing an alternate pathway? Actually, don't know. If I run to a dead end, then I'm... Oh, no dead ends yet. There's multiple up here. Well, assuming that part at the end there actually goes anywhere. I don't think it does, looking at it. Oh, there we go. Easy. Easy. Ta-da. Alright, well, we're almost at what we were before. We're almost back where we were before in terms of 15 floors. Question just becomes, will it be 20 or 25, do we think? Don't tell me. I think Majima's second was 10 or more than his first. I think. My brain is saying that Majima's 2 were like 10 and 20. Which would then check out if Ryuji's 2 were 15 and, oh dear god, 25. Okay, actually, no, we need to do with this smart. This is why we have this. This is why we have this. This is our emergency gun. For when shit's just too fucked. This is why we have this. This is why we have this. Ow! Oh my god. Oh my god. Die. There we go. Can't carry more items. How much ammo do I have? Or is it just a lot of items that I've picked up? Oh no, I picked up the kitty girl figure. Yeah. It's kind of an important one to have because it sells for a lot. You know, because I need the money. Because I need the money. Anyway. No, I'm still saying, actually, never mind. Oh my god. A dude jumped out of the ceiling and got in the way of my bullet. Don't get down, Mr. President, a person who's throwing Molotov cocktails. They don't deserve it. How are zombies even throwing Molotovs? Let's go cinema sins on this shit. How is a zombie even throwing Molotovs? Ding! Stuff. Like, the special infected are their own things that were, like, created to be fucked up. That makes sense. And once again, defeat the single special infected to advance. Because this game is weird. I don't get it. I don't get it. You can have floors where you're being chased by 5 of those guys all at once. And they still insist. Nah, you gotta kill one of them to advance. Like, special infected in this game, by design, are not meant to be that difficult on their own. The whole point of special infected is to change up the situation that you're in, so you have to approach it differently. Or at least approach it carefully to deal with them. That's like the whole point of... Actually, beyond that, not just special infected, but zombies in general in this game. Not many things individually on their own in this game are actually difficult. The difficulty comes with how everything combines with numbers, types, and environmental layout. So giving you a massive wide open area to fight a single special infected is a very bizarre boss floor challenge. Like, if the challenge was kill 4 of them at once, then it would make sense. Like, here's 4 of the same thing at once. Deal with it, asshole. Then that would make more sense. But that's not what the challenge is. The challenge is kill a single Deterra. Which, is, like, easy? Oh, they don't even take that many bullets to kill. I'd say I like maybe a single thing is difficult if you haven't upgraded any of your weapons. But also, I feel like if you're going this far into the Subterranea and you haven't bothered with upgrading any of the weapons at the weapons truck, I feel like you're gonna run into other issues instead. People warned me about it early in this game, and then I took it to heart and very much focused on it. Weapon upgrades and armor upgrades are the most important thing, the most important in this game compared to any of the Yakuza game. Which, yeah, because weapon upgrades in this are your attacks. I feel like weapon modding and all those systems as a whole for these games, I always feel like they're a bit weird or a bit clunky. And I'm just like, how am I gonna get those things? And then I realized that I stream these games. And I definitely think that the weapon modding in terms of like, I'm not gonna like come across all of these items. How am I meant to do it? I feel like that's very much a case of, oh yeah, I stream Yakuza. So the way that I play it is like massive bunches of things in a row, just doing whatever. Oh dear God. And stuff like that, and focusing on like always clearing objectives, and I am just stuck again. Thank God I have the unstuck button. I feel like that's an issue that's been happening a lot more today, overall. Just getting stuck in some bullshit. That's been happening a lot more today. I feel like we're getting to the point with the Subterranea where they're spawning so many enemies and so much huge shit inside the Subterranea that it doesn't make sense for what the size of it is anymore. Like this hallway has two hermits and a meathead. What the fuck? I feel like we're getting to the point where it's getting a bit over the top for the areas that we're in. So maybe getting stuck on shit is just happening as a result of that. And it's also the first time that we've seen hermits underground. Because, you know, it's the first time I've been underground since hermits have been a thing on the game. I feel bad for Junior. I don't know what this email is. Email seems like a scam. There's too many details that are accurate for me to think that this car work email is a scam. But also, I don't have a car. So I just have to wonder whether they've said car and they mean something else. My place is being sold. So maybe they're just repairing something else in the place instead. Maybe they're gonna finally fix the fucking mirror. Maybe they will finally fix the mirror. Maybe. Scam. Sounds like a sub-story is about to start. I mean, it would make sense if they were repairing something in my house, because the place is being sold and the place definitely needs repairs. So maybe some of those things are being repaired to just be like, people who buy it are gonna want the mirror to be fixed. They're fixing your pet carp. Fixing the carpet would be nice too. The carpet is also something that desperately needs to be fixed. Though I worry if they're gonna fix the carpet, it means I can't be here for while they're doing that. And then, where do I go? Swear to God, if they're gonna repair this place, and they're gonna be like having loud ass sounds going through this place, like several times, and that's gonna interrupt me streaming, I'm gonna be pissed. I might have to leave this place, which means it's gonna be a gap between me streaming until I get to another place where I can stream again. And if they're gonna interrupt that time until then by doing repairs to a place that I won't get to stay in, to get in the way of that, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. How dare they? How dare they? I might stay here. I might stay here. We have no idea at this stage. Oh. Oh, okay, they're not repairing the car. Then it is related to cars, but they're not fixing my car. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just clicked into the web browser to check the email because I'm worried I'm being scammed. No. They're repairing the footpath outside the front of my place. They're repairing the footpath out there. And to do that, they need everyone's cars to be gone. That is it. That's what's happening. Okay. This makes more sense. This makes more sense. I don't know why they call that car works, but okay. Okay. I am not being scammed. The sub-story ends without me being scammed. Though, given who I'm having to involve myself with and deal with to reply to an email to say, hi, I don't own a car, don't worry about it. I feel like they're just not going to believe me and they're going to say, please give us the details of your car. Okay, my details are non and existent. And then just going to go, please give us the details of your car. And then I'm going to scream. Okay, I'm not allowed to grab the other one. Get away from me. Oh my god. Oh god. Ah! 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 Let's Beyblade! Oh, Jesus. I like how the other Molotov dudes did so much damage to the fucking hermit that it burst out of its own shell because of them. Also, yeah, at some point in the future, I may not be able to stream for a bit if I have to move. Which sucks, and I don't want to. Where I live right now is absolute perfection for streaming, so I don't want to move. Hopefully I don't have to. Hopefully I don't have to, but I might have to. So, in regards to how does that affect this current LP that you're watching, I won't be starting Yakuza 5 until I know. At a bare... Oh, dear God. Oh, God, no. At a bare minimum, given how long Yakuza... Because, like, if I have to move, I don't want any LPs to be in, like, the middle of progression. If I have to move, I'd want to, like... Okay, it's getting close to the point where I have to move. Jesus Christ, Royale does a lot. Royale does a lot of health. Holy shit. If I have to move, it's like, okay, we're getting up to the point where it is, this LP finishes, and we don't start a new one, and we just finish off what we've got there. So, yeah, Yakuza 5 not starting for a while. Yakuza 5 is gonna be a hot minute. Really sounds like a Subterranea. I can tell you. Sorry, when someone tries to repair Kiryu's car despite him not having one. Very much could be a sub. You are right. That could very, very easily be a sub-story. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Draw distance of loading in those dudes is a little... left a little to be desired. This is the issue. I feel like whenever I aim with the handgun for that, I can aim it fast enough to hit all the stuff without having to worry. But whenever I have to aim the fireworks gun to hit those, it doesn't move quite fast enough. Okay. Sorry, if you're wondering why I just made the camera do that, I'm looking for alternate pathways. Oh Jesus! I didn't realize you were alive. I was gonna hit you. But it is still wild that they just turned one of the shotguns in this game into a grenade launcher and still kept it using shotgun ammo. I love that. For me specific. Oh dear. Okay, this is an empty room. This is an empty room and a dead end, and I just have two giant roly-polies to deal with. Don't spin. Oh! I got past you anyways. There's been multiple things that I've had to deal with the government with that involve, please tell us this detail about yourself. Okay, it doesn't exist. Please tell us this detail about yourself. It doesn't exist. How did I miss seeing that up there? Jesus Christ. I just turned down one way and the exit was right there. Actually, to be fair, In terms of not driving, that has happened to me several times. It's happened to me several times where they'll say, please give us the details of your driver's license for this government thing. And I'm just like, I don't have a driver's license. Here is my government ID, which is given to me by the exact same people who would give me a driver's license. And requires all the same identification things as it, just I don't have to prove I can drive. There is no other difference. Sorry, this is invalid. Please provide a valid driver's license. I can't fucking drive. At some point, this is ableism if you're not letting me do it without being able to drive. Sorry, but that is not a driver's license. Or tax returns. Getting tax returns every single year that say, alright, for this part of the tax return, please fill out how much money you receive as government assistance per year. And every year it's the same. 0. I don't receive government assistance for money. I don't get any of it. I'm sorry, but that is an invalid amount. Please enter how much you receive as government assistance per year. Okay, it's still 0 like it was last time I filled this out. Seems to be a lot of things in terms of dealing with the government, where the government will just absolutely assume that you have... Oh, okay, that's a dead end. The government will just absolutely assume that this is a thing that you definitely have or is a part of your life. And I just don't. And then I just have to deal with them just not believing me. It happens shockingly frequently. Absolutely shockingly frequently. There was an exit. Fuck the rest of that pathway, am I right? Fuck whatever was down there. Fuck that shit. Realizing all of this, it's actually going to be about 2 hours in a row for this. Which I feel like is how long it took for Majima. So despite how much I'm being corner fucked in this, I feel like I am getting faster at it. Maybe when I have to actually kill enemies, having Ryuji's gun arm has been helping deal with some of the problems in this. Because I'm basically taking the same strategy. Fireworks gun through everything because it's a grenade launcher. That's the thing I was saying before. I love that they turned one of the fucking shotguns into a grenade launcher, and then it still uses shotgun ammo. The actual grenade launcher can hold 15 per inventory slot, and like has to reload after every single shot. That's the actual grenade launcher. But instead, I'm just using this thing, which has 8 bullets per clip and can hold 60 per inventory slot on the menu. Like, goddamn. It's amazing. I know it's not quite the same as the grenade launcher, but fuck, it ain't that different. It ain't that different for the various amount of boons that you get. I still think overall they've done the weapons really well in this game. It very much does feel like weapons in this game are very good at different scenarios. It's not just, this is best weapon, you always use it. Using different weapons for different situations has very much been a thing that I've been doing. I'm just stubborn right now and only using shotguns because they're cool. I'm just being a stubborn prick. It's not exactly optimal. Reminds me how my actual legal name just isn't valid in a lot of computer systems, although some have actually updated to allow the characters. Oh god, that sounds like a nightmare. Oh yeah, that does sound like an absolute nightmare. In terms of, like if it's not just part of the standard 26-letter alphabet, and if it has either hyphens or the various accents that can be in different ones like that, yeah, definitely could be an issue. I mean, me getting my legal name changed to Fire, fuck, that was a pain in the ass. It took several years. And I'm almost 100% positive it was due to deliberate discrimination. Because the amount of times they would just turn around and say, oh, sorry, you haven't filled out this correctly, even when I did. Or, sorry, we've lost the forms, can you resend them? Or, sorry, we've lost the entire record of your name change. Start from the beginning again. And it's just like, fucking Christ. Like, originally I was only trying to change my last name. And it took so long for me to just change my last name that by the time I wanted to change my, like, I actually got through with it. I had also decided I wanted to change my first name too. So then my first name got changed at the same time. Because it just took several fucking years for them to actually do it. Which I haven't, which that seems to be a me issue. I haven't known a single other person who has had that issue in terms of, actually getting their name changed through. Pretty much everyone I know in Australia who's gotten their legal name changed has just filled out the documents, sent them away, and it's been done. I'm the only person I know who's had, like, the several year-long battle for it. And it's not even a case of, well, they didn't want to change their name to Fire, because that's, like, not a name that, anyone has. And so, like, they just didn't want to give it to you. Because, again, I want to change my last name before I want to change my first name. So, it wasn't a case of they weren't cool with Fire, because, well, that wasn't even the part that I was trying to change to begin with. Whether people there could just tell that I was a queer because of what I was changing my name to and just threw it out. Whether it's because what my last name has changed to is Hatham, which I'm sure if you Google Hatham, you can work out that it's like an anglicized version of the Arabic word for eagle and stuff like that. And maybe they were just like, well, no, that's not happening. For whatever one of the many reasons it could be. Because I think overall when I counted it, I think it was the 9th attempt went through. Like they had lost forms or said things were done wrong or something like that in 8 separate applications before it. And considering I've known literally no one else who has had this issue, I get a little suspicious. Anyway, who's ready to fight off like a... Actually, I'm pretty sure Marshall Matt had like one of the prototypes. If this was a prototype, that'd be nice. Just so it's something slightly more than a single Subterranea. I'm pretty sure Marshall Matt had one of the prototypes for one of these encounters for him, so it'd be cool if we had another one of those. I'm prepared to be disappointed. I'm getting ready to be disappointed. Hey! Hey! Yo! Actual prototype, let's go! A prototype that's going to be absolutely hilarious with Ryuji. A prototype that is very funny for Ryuji to have. Hey, break through this thing's armor and shoot it. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll do that. This prototype kills the frame rate. Can you kill it before the frame rate drops to 0? Get ready to dodge. Ah, shit. Where are you? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, frame rate though. Ta-da! Yeah, again, very funny for Ryuji to have that one. Ah, this will be the other part of that diary. Wonder how things turned out. Najima didn't want to lose face, so we took the place by force and massacred everyone. Jesus Christ. Okay. So there was like some people squatting down here and the government was just like, hey, give it back, it's from the war. And they were like, no. So they were like, okay, well, we're the army. So then we killed everyone. Then things didn't turn out so well then. Blinded by ambition, huh? Let's see what happened after that. The German destroyed a shrine in the tunnels after the fight. Its guardian died, swearing that those who violated their sacred treasure would never be forgiven. Was it like a religious group down here then? Pretty brutal stuff. Looks like there's more. Najima went missing trying to get out of the tunnels. Just as I gave him up for dead, I found an old bronze mirror. As soon as I picked it up, I heard a voice that chilled my blood. The mirror must have been from the shrine. Come to think of it, Najima took a valuable looking sword from the shrine as well. The diary ends there. Guess Overroad never made it out of here either. I mean, the mirror must be around here somewhere. It's definitely... This is it! It's definitely not just a random pothole. This is... No, you can't trick me! This is just the mirror from Twilight Princess! You can't trick me! It's the Twilight Princess mirror, come on! Give it back. Where? Sacred treasure. I like how Ryuji reads this book. Huh! So these people stole this mirror. And then a ghost was really mad because they stole the mirror and the sword and it killed everyone. Guess I better take this mirror and leave then. Twilight Princess crossover. It's absolutely the mirror from Twilight Princess. Return the slab. The Guardian's voice? Can't believe I'm hearing this. But I picked it up, so no point putting it down again. Better bet to Kino first. Sorry, disembodied voice of the past of those who have died. Finders keepers. Finders keepers. Hey, Kino, wanna get cursed? Yeah, we're gonna pass it on to someone else. By the way, hey, we did Subterranea. It did take about 2 hours. It did take about 2 hours. So it'll likely take 3 hours when we do it with Kiryu. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like, if it, like, again, that's the issue with the, like, 2 hours is a lot in a row. Because you have to do it in a row, basically. Because it's going to be at the very end of a character's chapter. If you did each of them once, it would be fine. If you did it once per character, it'd be fine. Doing it twice is the part where it gets a little too much. Especially considering you've got to leave quarantine and then come back into it to do it twice in a row. Especially that part. Especially right now, considering the gate is on the other side of the fucking map compared to where we have to enter. Especially compared to that. You hear a voice from out of nowhere. This reward is for your trials. Block of steel, sturdy spring, super hard aluminium alloy, toughness infinity, battery. Oh no, I can't bring the battery with me. Alright. Ta-da! Thanks, Ghost. See, the Ghost is giving us rewards for our trials. The Ghost wants us to pillage its grave. Ghost is super chill with us stealing its shit. Ghost also wants Kine to be super cursed. You know, it's wild going into Subterranea and just seeing very tight corridors filled with about 50 zombies. And then you come back out to this part of Kamurocho and how there's just like, oh, this is a trouble spot. Because there's 3 infected here. Like 3 special infected. And like 5 dudes around it. And then you realize that the Subterranea is just so much more compared to anything else this game has. Yeah, it's also a big part of the reason, like, I bitch about getting stuck in corners and stuff like that in the Subterranea. I get stuck in those situations because I'm rushing, because I'm going quick. Because I have to do it twice. If I only had to do Subterranea once per character, I would probably take my time a little bit more to avoid those situations. But, like, a lot of this game is about situational awareness. It's about not getting stuck in situations and taking care of it. Most individual enemies aren't that bad to deal with. It's about the situations that can happen based on combinations, numbers, and location. So the Subterranea is a mode that just pushes all those to its extreme. It has the most fucked up situation by just having the most variety of shit that can fuck you. And the location is a nightmare because you don't actually know where you're going until you get there. And it is a bunch of incredibly tight corridors. And you have to double up, then anything that's been chasing you is a problem. It's all very good design in terms of actually challenging you to what this game wants to challenge you at. Except for the Molotov cocktail dudes. But again, they're a problem with the game, not the Subterranea. The issue just becomes when the game says, hey, do it like 40 times in a row. Yeah, 40. We did 40. We did 40 floors just then. But we had to like leave between some of it and then come back. Again, Molotov cocktail dudes should just be not as bad in this game as they are in general. And having to do Subterranea twice is the issue. It's the thing that makes it... It's like the only issue, it's the main issues that I have with it. Even like getting fucked by a bunch of special infected in a corner and stuff like that, there's a way around that. It's the way that I'm playing. The way that I'm playing, like, if I'm getting stuck between 2 hermits in a corner, it's because I put myself into a corner while being chased by 2 hermits. Me getting stuck because of a bunch of special infected is my own damn fault, and I'm completely aware of it. Me getting stuck in a corner because hermits got me stuck in a corner, I'm not blaming the game for that one at all. That's entirely me being impatient. And I'm completely aware of that. I'm completely aware of that. The Molotov cocktail dudes at this point where it gets a bit too far because Because of how much they stun lock you, and it's just ridiculous when you've got 5 of them just pelting your corpse. Five, 15, 10, 20, 15, 25. Yeah. It's, again, just doing it twice per character is too much. I mean, I'd just say do it once per character and make it 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that amount. I think that's fine. I should probably speak to Keenan before I actually do this. I'm fine with that. If you only did it once per character. Because even, like, it's not many less flaws. But, also, a big part of it is having to leave quarantine and come back. That just adds onto it. You're back, Goto-san. How'd it go? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I got the rest of the diary. Take a look. No one's gonna tell Kine about the ghost voices, are they? Did you read this, Goto-san? Sounds made up, but I reckon it really happens. Yeah. I think we're finally getting more of the picture now. And all that Nojima guy? I tried, but everyone involved seems to have vanished off the face of the earth. I mean, Nojima very much sounded like he died in the tunnels. So what now? Looks like we're stuck. But there's just one more possibility. Can you give me the diary and the mirror? What do you plan to do with them? Get haunted! There's a legendary information dealer in Kamurocho. You might be able to help. Oh god, are you gonna find the florist? Are you gonna go to the florist to try and find out more shit? I'll be honest. The florist knows a lot of stuff about Kamurocho. I don't know if the florist has the homeless network go that far underground. Hey, hold on. What is it? It's just... Hey! Good guy Ryuji's telling him about the voices. I heard voices. It's the curse. I think you better get rid of those things the first chance you get. Hey! Ryuji's telling him, unlike Majima. Haha. I can read a cult magazine, Goto-san. A curse or two isn't gonna faze me. But the rest of them died from the curse. Can't worry about things like that. Need to get to the truth. It's your funeral. Hope you're right, for what it's worth. Good guy Ryuji. Good guy Ryuji. Goto's completed Kamurocho Subterranea. Congratulations! Come to the name's place, and you get some cool shit. We're actually gonna finish playing as Ryuji today. Because we're obviously gonna definitely finish up this section now. Damn. We don't get Ryuji. This is our last foray as playable Ryuji. It's so awesome and so hype and so exciting, and I lost my shit. And it's already gonna be over. Zombie Armageddon! Maybe Kiryu, you can do, I only did Subterranea the final chapter and not one of his main chapters. That would make sense. That happens with, like, a lot of the final things that have been happening in some of the more recent games. That makes sense. That makes sense. Movie that realistically portrays the War of the Undead. It might contain a hint for making the ultimate training gear. Ultimate training gear, huh? Zombie Armageddon. Rip Ryuji. When you say it like that, it sounds even worse. Survivor training gear. Based on the ultimate power vest. Requires the additional items. Hero's cartridge and hermit amulet. Okay. Survivor training gear. I'll have to look at what that does. I see training gear and I think more XP, but that's specifically the Yakuza training gear. That's specifically the Yakuza one. This game has done such a good job with Ryuji, though. Like, I can be like, but I want to play as more Ryuji, because Ryuji's so good and stuff like that. But, the game has done an absolutely fucking phenomenal job with the character. The game has done a really fantastic job fleshing out Ryuji into a character. More than Yakuza, like, Yakuza 2 already fleshed him out into a character, but everything that this game is doing to just be like, what would a post Yakuza 2 Ryuji be like in every capacity has been absolutely phenomenal. It's been absolutely fantastic. And not even just because, oh, that scene with Pops is sad. Not even just because of that. Just the way that Ryuji talks to damn near everyone. He's just genuinely a good person. Now that he's abandoned the absurd ambition over nothing that he had beforehand. It's almost like Ryuji, without having to deal with all the bullshit of his past, it's almost like he's similar to Kiryu or something. Survival one. Here we go. So it goes from here to here. Okay. Improves marksmanship with powerful rapid-fire weapons and helps to break free from enemies. Okay. So it's just, okay, just specifically... Oh, it's the final, yeah. Yeah. It's the final upgrade to the thing, yeah. Because all of these go, and then it gets the final upgrade. And this is just the final upgrade for all the other stuff. Yeah, because it just goes from... Yeah, it just goes through all of these and then goes into the training gear, goes here. Yeah, it's just the final step of the upgrade. And the Sprinter Shirt's the alternate effect one that you can get for this one. Yeah, and Rapid Fire is also different. Yeah, it's just the final version of all of this, which, like, we've gotten that for the other ones as well, I'm pretty sure. Probably from doing the same thing. Yeah, like Heroic Binding. We probably got Heroic Binding from one of these. Actually, this was highlighted, wasn't it? We can get the Dragon Flak Vest. Oh, we can actually get this now. We have enough super hard aluminium alloy. That is just the upgrade for what we're wearing, isn't it? Yeah, Ultimate Flak Vest to Dragon Flak Vest. We can actually just get this. More fireproofing. That would have been helpful like a few seconds ago. But hey! Dragon Flak Vest. There we go. Ta-da! Dragon Flask Vest is a massive upgrade. Now, if it was a Dragon Flask, you can put your Fireball in there because the Dragon's through fire. Jacket with the inbuilt flask. Let's go. Let's go. That was pretty significant for an upgrade. That was pretty significant. Went from like 25 to 40 defense. Yeah, 25 to 40 is absolutely huge. And then 30 to 50 for fireproofing and 50 to 65 for blastproofing. There is still this design that we don't have here. Though that is likely, I'm going to guess, probably going to be Kiryu's Subterranea. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Hard to say. Because we now have, like, we have the final step for all of the really long upgrades. The Survivor, the Dragon, and this one. Bloody Binding changes how it works. Like, all of them seem to have one massive long chain. And then this one gets one that has a different function. And then the Training Gear. Controller unplugs. Training Gear also has two that change function. Rapid Fire Training Gear does different stuff, and so does Sprinter Shirt. Body Armor, the one that does something different. We don't have that for this. We don't have that yet. But I don't think it matters. Just a shit ton of defense is what I'm after. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Anyways, who is ready to say farewell to Ryuji? Because I'll be honest, not me. I'm not ready. I am not ready to say farewell to Ryuji Goda. It's been such a big, huge, amazing thing to get playable Ryuji in this game. And now we have to say farewell to him as we do, like, the last section of his character. Actually, here's another question that I should ask now before we get to it. How long is the beginning of Kiryu's part? Assuming he's the last playable character. How long is the beginning of Kiryu's part? Because I'm thinking if we beat Ryuji's stuff now and we end it there, because the beginning of Kiryu's part might be really long. So if Kiryu begins with like an hour and a half of stuff, that might be a bit too long to tack on with everything else. But we might start with Kiryu today. Maybe. The length of that also is the factor, either way. I was gonna bring a shitload of gas. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, right? It's the last time we get to use... Actually, get rid of... Actually, no, okay, the shotgun. We need some shotgun ammo. Fuck it. It's the last time we're gonna get to play as Ryuji. Fuck it. Why not? Let's just go ham. Let's just use his gun arm. It's the last chance we're gonna get. We get one last chance with Ryuji's gun arm. Let's fucking use it. Even if we get another Gatling gun, it won't be the same as giant robot hand that is also gun. So we definitely should use it just exclusively. Yeah. I love seeing all the ads of this game that didn't get patched out. Deco blog, fucking Pixiv. Hey! Now we're gonna finish Cafe Alps. Oh my nose, what the fuck? Yeah. Ah! Ah! Yeah. Annoying and weird. Yo, we finished Cafe Alps, let's go. We did it. That was a Donkey Kong reference. That's a Donkey Kong reference, that one. Oh, their neck finally cracked. Yay. Yay. I want us to play with Ryuji. I want to stop. He's been so good. Getting us into long, definitely way less than an hour. Oh, okay, then we'll probably, yeah. Then we'll probably do this and then start with Kiryu. Yeah, if it ain't a massive ordeal, then yeah, it's fine. Well, the beginning of Ryuji and Kiryu, sorry, Majima, were decently long, because basically the entire first chapter was a really long thing to get them out of the situation into what they're normally doing. Like, get out of Millennium Tower, or just work your way around most of Kamurocho and drive a forklift. Yeah, the beginning of Ryuji's part was a bit weird. The beginning of Ryuji's part was a bit weird. I was about to go into the quarantine. We're actually going into the quarantine, aren't we? Well, I imagine we will be. It's just, I imagine us going into quarantine is going to be a new section of quarantine that we're going to be going into. Wild idea. We'll be going into a new section of quarantine that's going to be formed as we go here. We're seriously going to arrive in Kamurocho's Kiryu, and it's going to be everything except for a small bit of Nakamichi that is blocked off. It's going to be the entire thing. Just the entire bloody thing. Anyway. People seem worried about something that's happening here. I totally could have gone to Kobiki drugs. Dude, he's going to be killing things? It's going to be weird for him to use a gun. It's going to be weird for him to use a gun. Who knows what's up? What's setting up at? Am I ready for this? As ready as we're gonna be. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. One last hurrah with Ryuji Goda. That's fucking worrying. Leave! Run! Run! Run now! So is it just sheer numbers that are just not... No, no, there's... Kamurocho's fucked. So Kamurocho's fucked. Chapter was literally called The Ruin of Kamurocho. That thing like physically pushed the gates open. It also means it's the first time it's spreading where none of the actual army is there ready to stop it. Because in all the other times that it's spread, the army has been like there to put in a new barrier immediately. That's not happening this time. Oh, cool! There's several prototypes at once. Several prototypes at once, because yeah, why not? Why not, right? Boom! Just all of them at once. Get out of here! Yeah, fucking all previous bosses! Oh dear god. Are those ones actually too short for my fucking... this thing to hit over them? Die! Battle of the frame rate! Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. You can even see, yeah, nothing else has been set up anywhere. Nothing has been set up anywhere else. You can look down the street and there's no, there's no other barricades. Nothing else has been set up. The army has actually just said, fuck it, and they're leaving. There we go. I'm not allowed to pass certain barriers, but yeah. The army has just actually said, fuck it, we can't. Oh. Get out of here! There we go. Oh, Jesus. Is that our 10th boss killed? Well, there you go. Also, I, just killed this thing. Down in Subterranea, so lol, and also Lamau. Bye! Also, the one Subterranea had several more health bars. But this one was a beta, so that's why I died so easily. Yeah, joke. So us upgrading Ryuji's weapon entirely may have made that encounter a little easy. Him having a fully upgraded gun arm may have made that a little easier than some of the other stuff that we've done. Something Sigma male joke. Yeah, Tetsu's just destroying everything. Oh, okay, and this is this.
Kiryu, 東さんでんな。元東上会4代目会長のお宅のお嬢さん、はるかさんをお預かりしとるもんですよ。
Like, out of any Yakuza plot, this is the most fucked up and most evil. Because just how many fucking people are dying. Somehow this guy has become, the worst villain in terms of evilness out of any Yakuza villain. And that's saying something. No, the cameraman died! Now we're gonna have to play the entire thing from a fixed camera angle perspective. Kiryu's last chapters are actually a callback to Yakuza 1 and 2. Okay, yeah. Ryuji's final section was really short in that I killed people in about 2 seconds. And that is Ryuji's last hurrah. A bunch of bosses at once that were easier than the thing that I just did in Subterranea. Happens a number of times in Yakuza games where if you do all the side content, you often get to the point where the side content's harder than the main story stuff, and except for maybe the final boss sometimes. It's weird that we're not going to play as Ryuji anymore. Ryuji is so good. Oh my god. Though, we'll likely still see him. Even if we don't play as him, there's no way we're not going to see him again. There's no way he's just going to vacate the story. Because, I mean, obviously, Mashima's part of Tojo, so defends Kamurocho from that, and stuff like that. Akiyama's just now involved, so he might be around and stuff like that. But clearly, Ryuji has massive personal stakes in this. So he's clearly going to stick around for the story. So we will get to see more of him. Kazuma Kiryu! We are actually playing as him. They didn't just pull a complete, like, 180 and we're playing as Haruka and she's got the gun instead. Homecoming! Playing Akiyama isn't just gonna take a nap for the rest of the game? Where? There's nowhere left to. Everywhere is fucked now. So everything's fucked. The entire city is gone. Let me show you pets that just fly off. Okay, no, yeah. Nakamichi Street has one little bit left. Oh my god, they're actually trying to get people out! Oh my god, they're actually trying to get people out! Hey, Kiryu. Hey, Kiryu. Love Akiyama playing as if he's an outliner in the story. Definitely, yeah. Like, he fit a lot more in 4. Or he's just a fun person. Yeah. Everyone's just like, oh my god, that's Kiryu. Oh my god, that's Kiryu. Oh my god, Kiryu's back! He's gonna save the day! It's the Dragon of goddamn Toshima! Everyone's just in awe of this man. There he is! There's our fucking man! He's gonna target drop the zombies. People actually remember him. It has been 4 games at this point. I feel like at this point people should definitely remember him. Majima crew? Majima's crew? He's pissed. Yeah, Kiryu's pissed. Kiryu is fucking pissed. Look at the scowl on this man. Has Kiryu been more pissed than anything so far in the franchise? You heard his daughter, you heard his city. Like, this is on a level that no other character has even remotely approached. So, yeah. Kiryu is just, don't even touch me, I may just actually kill you. Because I am just on fucking edge so much. Kiryu! He's actually just gonna punch the zombies! He's actually just gonna punch Kiryu! Kiryu! God damn it, Kiryu! What the fuck, man? Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go with Sniper Rifle. Nah, it's these guns! Oh my god, are you serious? Are we actually just going to fucking fight? He has it! What the fuck? He actually just has his normal combos! What the fuck? I mean, they just brought him over from Yakuza 4, but what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! Kiryu! Kiryu! Are you serious right now? Okay, he doesn't have the full moveset. He doesn't have, like, double combo finish or any crazy shit like that. He doesn't have double combo finisher. God damn! God damn! Just Kiryu actually just throwing hands with hordes of the undead. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, Kiryu! I think you will need to use a gun. Kiryu, I really think you need to use a gun. They're not dying because they're undead. Unless you're punching their skulls off their bodies. You'd have actually said much was over to come over zombie movie nights. He has no idea what any of this is. The city is dying. I like how he actually showed up and was just like, I'm gonna punch the zombies. He actually just showed up and said, I'm going to punch the zombies. Oh my god, Kiryu. Oh my god. Hey. Like, you know. From Sunflower. I think Kiryu said, this is too much work and went back home. I've got 8 other kids. I've got 8 other kids.
俺がここを離れられないのは向こうも承知だ。だが、せめてお前だけでも送別会に来てほしいってことだし。
おじさん、ひまわりって？
うちと同じだ。
養護施設ってこと？
ああ。俺やはるかが育った場所なんだ。
へえ。
Is this the headmaster from the sub-stories in the previous games?
そうだけど、私行って大丈夫なの？
ほんの2、3日のことだ。こっちのことは心配ない。
でも、
お前はよくやってくれている。たまには羽を伸ばしてもらった方が俺もこき使いやすいんだ。
おじさん。ねえ、お土産何がいい？本当に？
やった！
How old would Haruka be at this point? Because she'd be 14 or 15, right? Given how many years it's been since, 1. I think she was 8 or 9 in 1. So given that it's probably been like 6 or 7 years since then. Oh, like 5 or 6 years.
Hmm? 曇ってきたな。
She's 13 and 4. Okay. So another year afterwards, so probably 14.
ひまわりのみんなによろしく伝えてくれ。気をつけてな。
So she went off on her own to Tokyo, and that's when Prick Dick McScumfuck grabbed her. I also like how Kiryu's just like, I can't come back to say goodbye to a headmaster from Sunflower, despite the fact that he has left the orphanage twice in the previous games to go to Tokyo to deal with shit. It's good to see Kiryu again. It's always good to see Kiryu again. So, oh, okay. Just fight off even more. Just fight off even more. Okay. I can't believe he's actually just throwing hands. I can't believe he's actually just throwing hands. Oh my god, oh my god. Actually just throwing hands. Beat up those zombies! Kill them! Literally none of them are dying. The heat snipe gauge is building up, but I don't have the ability to actually do a heat move on any of them. I don't actually have the ability to do a heat move on any of them. None of them are dying. None of them are dying in any capacity. Not even slightly. Why is my ear vibrating? It's like a blood vessel here that's like pulsing rapidly. I mean, he's not gotten bit. He's got to hold them off.
こっちよ早く
You didn't get bit at any point. But you know, you're not gonna kill them by punching them, Kiryu. I'm sorry, but you're just not. So the thing that I predicted earlier about how I just missed the best intro. Hey Mark, you mean Kiryu just shoulder bumping a zombie and just decking the fuck out of it? It was great. It was great. So the thing I predicted earlier about Kiryu's not going to immediately get here and just shoot someone
あんたは
朝木
is exactly happening.
陸上自衛隊三等陸曹朝木美鈴
桐生だ
あげるわ
いや必要ない
撃てないってことゾンビになった人たちを気持ちはわかるけどでも彼らはもう助けられないそんなことを言ってたらあなた死ぬわ
いらねえ世話だ
どこに行くの
女の子を探している
娘さん
娘も同然だ
当てはあるの
いや
ならカムロ町ヒルズに生存者たちが集まってるらしいわ
Okay, so those people that okay, so the person, the people that Majima helped protect in Kamachi Hills are still there.
銃声した行くわ
Some shit's out now. Oh, dramatic music time. Look at this civilian in distress. Punch zombies. And punch zombies. Might need you to kill them for me. Might need you to kill them for me. Alright.
嫌な雰囲気
Okay. Nothing down that way. Kiryu's back. As much as I'm just like, oh, I miss Ryuji already. It is nice to have Kiryu back. It's always good to be back in Kiryu's hands. It's always nice. You're yelling a lot and it's echoing.
待って嫌な雰囲気
Well, I see some zombies, so is this what we're doing? Yes, okay. Oh! Oh shit! Isn't this the guy that Akiyama ran into like at the beginning of the game?
あなた大丈夫
Oh no.
なあ、あんたもしかして桐生さん？
え？
俺長浜ってもんです。桐生一馬さんだろ。
知り合い
Yeah, from the
一
beginning
方
of it.
的なファンさ。伝説の国道。堂島の竜。
ふん
Yeah.
有名
So
人
yeah,
って
he's
ば
Tojo, so of course he knows Kiryu.
ほら、あんたに憧れてこの町に来たようなもんだ。
ダメ離れて
何
長浜さんあなた噛まれたのね
気持ちいい。
There's that again. There's that again.
手遅れよ
待て
話してこの人はもう人間じゃない体の中に入り込んだゾンビの毒はやがて 人を死に至らせる。そして死者は歩き始める。話して。
撃つな。
でも
アサギ、手を出すんじゃねえ。
Shit. Wow. That just did the entire health bar, didn't it? But it comes back. Kiryu's fighting a futile fight here. Like, he's not... As powerful as Kiryu is, he's not going to do enough damage with his fist to stop this.
お前。
もうやめて。もう十分でしょ。楽にしてあげようよ。ごめんね、長浜さん。
待て。
嫌よ。まだわからないの？この人はもう。え？桐生さん。
長浜、先に言っててくれ。
行きましょう。カムロ町ヒルズへ。
Yakuza Dead Soul's good. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Yakuza Dead Soul's good. Like, Majima, obviously Majima's going to be fine shooting zombies, right? Obviously Majima's going to be fine shooting zombies. Ryuji has killed people before. And Ryuji has enough resolve to do what he needs to do to kill people if they're a problem, like he did in Yakuza 2. And, well, like, Akiyama's not, like, a cold-blooded killer or anything like that. Akiyama wouldn't have experience killing anyone or anything like that. Everything that you know about Akiyama says that Akiyama is a practical person. Akiyama is definitely quite a practical person in terms of how he approaches situations and stuff like that. He may be over the top and ridiculous like he is sometimes, but everything you've seen about his character, it would make sense for him to be in a situation of, oh, zombies. They're not human anymore. I need to kill them to stop them. And Akiyama would go into that pretty quickly, understanding that's what he needs to do. Like, you look even at the events of Yakuza 4, and For a dude who's just a loan shark, it going from I'm a loan shark dealing with these things to I'm getting myself involved in this massive conspiracy because I need to do it because look at what's happening. That makes a lot of sense. It makes a... You definitely put a lot of Akiyama's first few kills as adrenaline too. True. True. Given that he was literally there when it, like, started outbreaking and everything, and he saw several people die in front of him, so it's just da-da-da-da-da-da, and stuff like that. He did, when he got back to the office with Hana, he did seem absolutely fucking exhausted, and stuff like that. But, so, like, you can have the other characters just be ready to shoot zombies, and it makes a lot of sense. You don't really need to justify why the other characters are so ready to immediately, like, slaughter the hordes of the undead and stuff like that. It would have been weird, it would have been bizarre if Kiryu just immediately grabs a gun and killed someone. Like, even if they're a zombie. It would have been weird given everything we know about Kiryu. It would have been bizarre for him to just be okay with shooting zombies immediately. So giving us the entire beginning of his thing, just futilely fighting with his hands in several things... For Kiryu, taking someone as an absolute last resort as his value on life is the highest out of all the protagonists? Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. So, yeah. Like, it's not even just, oh, fight some... Like, it's not even just, oh, you fight a couple people, because, haha, he's punching people, and then he immediately shoots someone. You have, like, 3 different sections of punching people. You gotta punch people, you get a cutscene. You punch people again, you get a cutscene running away. And then you gotta punch the same dude who just talked about how much he looked up to you. And you have to knock down the same dude several times. And at that point, Kiryu's just like, okay. Dead Cell's good. Dead Cell's good. He's having to tell other characters not to shoot them. Yeah, he was running up. He was saying to Asagi, "Stop killing the zombies. Knock it off. Stop it." Dead Cell's good. Dead Cell's fucking good. Dead Cell's good. Hot take. In this case, when I say hot take, it is actually a hot take. I think a lot of people shit on this game. I mean, even Mark, when you put their weakest entry in quotation marks, I would absolutely not even... I'm pretty sure... I feel like a lot of people here don't think that Dead Cells is the weakest of the Yakuza games. You know who I think thinks that Dead Cells is the weakest of the games? I feel like the people who actually consider Dead Cells to be the worst Yakuza game are the people who either haven't played it, or, counteractly, got to the shooting and were immediately just like, it doesn't feel as good as the other combat, and didn't finish it. I don't know how you could play through the entirety of Dead Cells as a game and come away thinking that, oh yeah, no, every other Yakuza game is better than this. I don't know how you do that. I mean, even outside of, like, the problems this game has, I don't have as much of an issue with in terms of, like, I genuinely like the combat and stuff like that. I genuinely like what they've done with it. I think it's a really interesting system they've done. Even outside of that, like, come on. Playable Majima and it's over the top as fuck. Playable Ryuji, and his characterization is fantastic. We have several, like, of those good-ass fucking cutscenes of, like, showing what these characters are like and stuff like that with Ryuji and Kiryu. Even Majima was getting that shit, like... I don't know how you can see all the stuff that this game does and just be like, still, oh no, it's the worst one. I mean, like, it's high up on the list for me because of personal bias and me not caring as much about the issues. But even outside of that, like, come on. Come on. Lots too dangerous to leave open. So I went ahead and sealed the entrances. I get the feeling things will only get tougher from here on. Let's be sure we're prepared. Right. Just let me know when you're ready. Prepare for the fight ahead. Good to see you looking so well. How are you? Oh! How's it going? Hello. And there's the truck. Name's Hasegawa. You don't know me, but I know plenty about you. Kazuma Kiryu. Everyone knows you, Kiryu. I look so nervous. I won't bite. Harsh. Harsh thing to say given the zombie apocalypse. What do you want? It's someone capable of helping me gather data on zombies. Of course I'm willing to reward that work. I've been watching you fight. You know how to handle yourself and I'd appreciate your help. No pressure at all. Just keep killing those zombies and come see me when it suits you. I'll think about it.
Oh.
Of course. I hope you see how this could benefit us both. I gotta say, I expect the legendary Yakuza to be a harder man. How so? I've seen you fighting. It looks to me like you were going easy on them. I was punching them. What makes you hold back? Do you know how many people those things have slaughtered? You shouldn't think twice about killing them. Those who become zombies are nothing more than a plague upon Kamurocho now. Don't say that. Yeah, I am hard right now. Turns out, it's the first time I've ever killed someone. Turns out, after all this time, that's what gets me going. Even now, Kiryu's just like, I can't view the zombies like that. Zombies may be nothing more than a research project for you. But the creatures on the other side of that wall used to be the people of Kamurocho. They can't help what they've become. I don't want to hear you badmouth them again. Ha! Who do you think you are? Hey, Marshall, I get it. Bye. Yeah, I get it. Now, do you want to go out like killing people and we can like get it on afterwards? With the best sex you've ever had, Kiryu. Also, probably the first one, but you know, it's fine. I feel what those things are. Know how much pain people have been put through. Feel that pain more than you ever could. Oh my god, is Hasagawa actually going to get character development? As opposed to just a person we turn in things for. I want to argue with you about this. I just need data for the work I'm doing. If you don't want to help me, fine. You'll end up fighting the zombies either way. With the gear you have now, you'll be zombie fodder before too long. There's an arms dealer called Kamiyama in that truck over there. You should at least gear up. I'll take care of putting together some rewards. The rest is up to you. Now I have to go. Something's up. Guess I'll ask Scar when I find her. There we go. You remember our discussion, right? Almost all of Kamurocho is under quarantine. Hopefully we can get the quarantine zone from spreading further. Fuck. Fucking goddamn. Look at that shit. Look at that fucking shit. It's the entire goddamn map. Except for, like, parts of Nakamichi Street and a little bit of Showa Street down here. And that's why you can do all Kiryu sub-stories except for one. Spec Ops, Osis, and Karaoke are also option. You get 2 streets. So basically we have access to Karaoke, the boot camp, and the main street with its couple of shops and Don Quixote and stuff like that. We get access to, you know, a handful of things. Anyway, what's up? Yeah, so, yeah, they just took over the last little bits that were, like, filling in those gaps when they broke through just then. Kiryu, it's been a while! Feel free to take anything you want in the hideout. Kamurocho needs your help. Kiryu shows respect to everyone, even the zombies. So what can I do for you? Anything I can help with? Well, I gotta grab this. It's a question. Wow, he really does just have the basic handgun, doesn't he? Kiryu actually just has the basic handgun. He doesn't actually have anything else. Because of his unwillingness to grab a gun in the first place, he grabbed the first handgun that was given to him. He doesn't actually have the strong shit. Oh, there's 8 weapon slots. Wait. Okay, no, he is going to get one at one point. He will get one at one point. Because this slot here, I was about to say, if I go over to my ammo upgrade thing, which I can now do, this will be another unlock for 6 weapons, past the basic handgun and the other one. Because this will now finish this. So that slot's still locked off. So either it's locked off permanently and he just doesn't have one, or he gets it later. Just So it's one of those two. Flesh Rider, fireworks gun, this thing. Wow. We don't actually have like a ton of guns at the moment, do we? We're gonna buy some weaponry and actually upgrade it and stuff like that. We should do that as well. Before I deal with any buying that, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom, and we'll come back and we'll do more Kiryu stuff. I missed my gun arm. Kiryu, get a gun arm. Just sacrifice one arm for a gun arm. It'll be hype as fuck. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Now to get rid of all the symbolism by loading up with a bunch of firepower. Ah, he's fine with the guns now. He'll kill as little as he can, but he's fine with the guns now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Back. Very concerned when I just left my room. I opened my door, and immediately, the strongest smell of smoke hit me. And I'm just like, is part of my place burning down? I didn't even realize it because I'm in this room. So I immediately went to the kitchen to check. Did I leave on any appliances? Did I do anything, like, fucked up? Like, did I leave the oven on from last night and now it's just, like, causing problems? No. No, everything in my place seems to be fine. So I think, because other windows... Because I don't have windows open in my room currently, because, you know, I want to hear things coming out there onto this. People outside probably don't want to hear me doing this bullshit. But the windows are open in the rest of my place. So I imagine there's backburning going on. It was very, very concerning to just immediately open my bedroom door and just... Why is there so much smoke smell? Ah! Slightly concerning. Anyways. Did we not buy the Gatling gun? I guess we didn't buy it because we couldn't actually upgrade it. But Kiryu doesn't have any fucking weapons right now. Now it's a good point to bring up how every character's personal gun matches their personality almost perfectly. Kiryu has fists and he punches things, so that makes sense. Yama's light and agile like his dual pistols. I'm very accurate nor are they powerful, but they shoot fast and load fast, which is like how he fights in the previous game. Majima has a shotgun which just goes blast and just hits everything and is crazy. And then Ryuji is unrelenting firepower and just an unrelenting force of a man. For his big gun. Those are things you're probably about to say. So we have the upgrade of this, which I don't actually... I should take this one out. I have the upgrade of this. I should probably also take that out while we don't have any other guns. He has the upgrade of this. So it really is just sniper rifle and Gatling gun that we don't actually are carrying around. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how these go. We'll buy those. And then we're gonna grab the other gun. Because we have the other gun. Yeah, we have the Hornet, which I didn't actually grab. So, my bad. I wanted to sort. Put this in some capacity where it actually makes sense. There we go. So our big heavy hitters down at the bottom. And then we have a spot there. There we go. There we go. So now we've also got to check. What can we upgrade if I just walk up directly to your face really close? What can I upgrade? Oh, I didn't take out the other stuff. Girl, I think you still shoot normally without aiming with a sniper. I just don't know how effective it would be doing that. Other than the fact that it might be a lot of damage per shot. I don't know how effective that would end up being overall. Okay, so we have... Yeah, that's all upgraded. We have this upgraded. So, what do we need for this? We actually... shit. I should have been focusing on that, shouldn't I? We actually need to kill hermits to upgrade this. Also, I'm now realizing... Sniper rifles and fully automatics use the same ammo type based on the fact that they're both in rifle. So there is that. There is that. We can't get these ones, obviously. So we can either go for this, which is a lot of damage, not quite as much ammo capacity. It's less damage than this thing at max, but obviously we can't get Kiryu a gun arm unless Kamiyama cuts off his arm. Yeah, we're trying to get this. Because we can get the girly Gatling gun, which has a lot of ammo capacity. But we need a ruby. Or we can go for this route and do more damage. But then we need more hermit necklaces, which we also need for this. Oh, we can actually get, we can actually fully upgrade the sniper rifle. We just need to get bullseye tiles, but we can get those from, we can basically turn money into that. Bullseye tile was at one of, it's probably the Mahjong parlor. So if we go to the Mahjong parlor, we can just buy those, and then we can fully upgrade that. So for stuff that we want to upgrade, which I've never upgraded the large automatic handgun. You know what? Just so it doesn't feel left out. There. I'm never going to use this thing, but look, now it's a little bit shinier. There we go. Not that I'm ever going to use it, but, you know. For completion's sake, it barely costs anything. The large automatic handgun really has one upgrade, and that is it. That is it. I guess it's basically a Magnum. It does do 370 per shot. It's basically a Magnum. You would, you know, prefer to use a shotgun instead. Oh no, sorry, no, it upgrades to Tiger Pistol. I was thinking the Tiger Pistol was was before high and low. The Tiger Pistol's this. So this requires fatty forks. That requires 2, we have 6. How many forks do we need for this? Oh, 4. I can actually upgrade both of those. I have all the forks that I need to get both of those. So fuck it. There we go. That goes to 500. You know what? 500, I might actually use this. 500, I might actually use that. That is a lot of damage. I may actually use that. Now, it might be better than the... How much damage does the sniper rifle do per shot? Okay, the sniper rifle at current stage is 800, so, yeah. So it is a good amount high. It's just also, this has infinite ammo. This also has infinite ammo. Being a handgun. So the main things that we're looking for, if we're after more upgrades, is... Did I never even get high and low for Akiyama? Oh yeah, because they needed the polymers, yeah. And we never got the elites, but I never even got high and low for Akiyama. Poor guy. And we never got that one because aggro medals. But the main, so the main things that we're actually looking for is we need hermit amulets, bullseye tiles, and either we can go for the ruby route or we go for the route of more hermits. I'm not sure which one of these options is actually going to be overall better. I feel like I want ammo capacity. And also it's funny. That's a big part of it. I also didn't actually have any of my accessories. So I have to grab all this. We're gonna be here for a while, don't worry about it. Yeah. Part of my lip wants to fall off. I just had to bite off and go, and just tear it the fuck off. I might as well take these with me. Bullseye. Yeah, Bullseye, Palestine, New, Zero-In lenses, Lucky. Yeah, they're the ones that we take. They're the ones that we're using. Don't know how many fights we're going to get into immediately, but we'll take some of this. There we go. Don't know how much zombie fights we're going to be getting into immediately, but, you know, get some stuff equipped. I can equip 2 shotguns. And we'll try the sniper, because I don't actually use the sniper. I guess I should also turn this into a normal Gatling gun as well, then. You know, fuck it. I barely also use the rifle. Let's just use a bunch of the funny, the weird shit that we haven't actually used yet at all in this game. I also totally forgot. Fuck, the other thing. The other stuff. We also need this. Ah! Everything else also needs to be equipped. Clonk, 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 clonk. Replace those sounds with vine booms. Every time we do an inventory thing. Vine boom, vine boom, vine boom, vine boom. Then I can finally make my streams appeal to the Zoomer generation. That's how it works. So, how many sub-stories were available? All except for... Every sub-story but one of Kiryu's is available now. Okay. So we have a lot of sub-stories before we do a massive continue. Are we going to do hostesses, like, immediately next stream as well again? We probably are, aren't we? That's a lot of ways. Oh, my... Oh, God. Wrapping band weight loss everyone's been talking about. It corrects the pelvis and makes you healthy from the inside out. Really works. Wait a minute, isn't your bust area bigger than before? It does that too. It even relieves stiff shoulders. It does all that. Now I want to try it. My digestive system improves. I can eat more yummy kanrai yakiniku. Before you try the bands, you ought to concentrate on your diet. All the women want to hear about wrapping bands and the weight loss. Yeah, we just have like no city left. Kiryu just killed him and he cares about what these girls are saying. That might actually be the best time for it, yeah. So we'll do some sub-stories now to wrap out today. And then next stream is back to hostesses, baby! But I need to get my tattoo touched up before we go any further. Thank God when Kiryu gets his tattoos done is fine. Thank God that's all chill and everything's okay. Alright, we got karaoke. There's no way Kiryu has a new karaoke song. But we've got to hear Kiryu's dulcet tones again. Karaoke! Most important thing. Karaoke! This is the game where Machine Gun Kiss makes sense. Though it would have made more sense for Ryuji, but you know, well. We can't land every single opportunity in life that is possibly presented to us. Sometimes we have to drop the ball. Every now and then we have to fuck up. Trying to crack all my knuckles before I get into the intense gaming of this. Kamurocho Lullaby is back, as always. Machine Gun Kissed. And he'll have a duet if you're loving Kamurocho. And then we have all the other ones that we have. Which, probably post-game we can do this with Haruka. Anyway. Kamurocho Lullaby feels a bit inappropriate to do right now, given, you know, everything. So we'll do Machine Gun Kiss. Feels a bit more appropriate to do this than Kamurocho Lullaby. Because Kamurocho is asleep, but it's sleeping with the fishes! You gotta calm down, it's either this or smoking. Yakuza stream, my dentist's not here. And we're doing Machine Gun Kiss. Oh, wrong buttons. Whenever I get into it, you can tell I start missing buttons. I get too into the song and I start missing buttons. It's a banger. It's a banger. It's a definite banger. Yay! Karaoke. At least this game, every character actually has karaoke, unlike a certain Yakuza 4. That's gonna be the actual exciting thing. That's clearly the part that I'm the most excited for about getting to about Yakuza 5 karaoke songs. Oh yes, another song. All right, I guess we are doing Kamurocho Lullaby as well. We're also doing Kamurocho Lullaby, which just feels really inappropriate, given everything. Given everything. Like, we got new songs in this, but it's more so characters doing songs that they haven't done before. Either Ryuji doing any of it, or Majima doing fucking Get to the Top of all things.
惑わせて欲情も愛情も純恋歌にカムロ町優しく夜に抱かれ涙ポロリポロリ舞い散る雪は飾る人で汚れた街でさえも
It wasn't that song about how hot it was.
花咲いても花散るとも眩しい雪月花ありがとうございました。
You know, for a man who, like, keeps leaving Kamurocho to not live there so he can go and do his own life in a lot of other things and stuff like that, he very, very, very clearly... I fucked up way more words than that. You're lying to me now. He very, very clearly cares a hell of a lot about Kamurocho. For a man who keeps leaving it to live somewhere else because he doesn't want to get involved in the bullshit that happens while he's here. He very much likes the place a lot and cares about it. They keep pulling him back in every game. Ugh. My neck is very stiff. I did that thing last night where I fell asleep without realizing I was going to sleep. Like, I was lying in bed, getting ready to go to bed, but I was just like, I'll finish watching the video and then I'll go to bed. You know, I was being an 8-year-old about it. But then I fell asleep while watching the video, and so I was lying in a position that I wasn't planning on lying in when I went to sleep. And then, oops, I woke up today with a really sore neck. Because I'm nearly 30, and sleep weird is just an entire days of pain when you're nearly 30. So that's just how it is now. So this is the gate to go in that's here. We're still using the same gate. Over there could be a different way of going about it or something. But if we just want to go and chill in there, it's through there. So we have sub-stories. We also have Hasagawa, who's like hanging around. Alright. Eco rights for zombies, here we go. You were fine all along, Akiko! Yep. The SDF looked at me over but only had a few scratches, so I said I didn't have to worry about turning into a zombie. What a relief! Oh, is this one of the people who was... Oh, I think we actually saw this person before. They're waiting up front there. You've been through so much. You know myself a lot, Yukiko. They gave me the strength to keep going. So I couldn't answer any replies. There was bad reception. Don't worry about it. I'm just happy you're safe. Aww. I think this was actually one of the ones that we saw where they're just like, my friend got out, but they took them away, so had to do all of that. Also, everyone is aware there's zombies now. No one is not. No one thinks there isn't zombies here. People are still hanging out at Don Quixote. Call came from inside the quarantine, which means there's a cop left in there. Going after him, but I'd only make things worse. And you're a cop, so that is kind of your job. So, you know, checks out, makes sense. So I'm just chatting with all the peoples. Oh no, this is just fucking 777 town. I forgot, I'm sorry! That's just 777 town. Like, all the soldiers are here. But nah, you can still just chill out, it's fine. Aww. Hey, look who's here. Look at Wataminchi. Can I take your order? I'm not hungry right now. Double big cone? Was there a double big cone? Did I miss it? Two big cones. Two big cones. Like me on a Saturday night, am I right, everyone? High five! What's a weed? My friend's on the other side of the wall. See, some people are still going, what's going on? What's happening? While other people are just like, there's zombies everywhere. Some people are displaying willful ignorance. Anyway, I've done enough running around to the 2 streets that we have. Hello, Camera God. There's still people in there, goddammit you! We can't just forget about them. No civilians are past this point. Step away from the barricade! Oh, it is Akashi! It's just straight up Akashi. I can't see his face. It's Akashi from Camera's Crimson Shield. It's arguing about something. Maybe I should see what's going on. Wait, actually, one thing I want to check. Are the trucks here? They moved the trucks away and they put the barricades back up. They did put... Okay, because, you know, we broke in through here. This is where we entered the city originally. So, the trucks are no... Yeah. Wow. The sound's coming from the other side. The sound's coming from the other side. Like, we know these barricades are doing... Like, are not good enough now. Other zombies literally just completely and utterly broke open the barricades. It's not even like they slipped through a gap in there or something. They just straight up broke through the entire thing. Talk to Akashi. Akashi! Ghost Akashi, what's going on? What's going on here, Akashi? Oh, Kiryu-san! We found Kiryu. We found Akashi. Why are you arguing with that soldier? It's all about the Crimson Shield's efforts here in Kamurocho. You know, like the work he helped us with before? Right. The Crimson Shield helps keep the peace on the streets of Kamurocho. Exactly. As you know, there are still innocent civilians trapped in there. Crimson Shield members went in there to save them, but something must have happened. Can't reach them, and even worse, the SCF has tightened the barricades and we can't get in. So that's why you're arguing with them. Members and the people they went in to save are in serious danger! I need to get in there. This is looking good. What's my move here? Help him. Why aren't you going to be sooner? Huh? Might be able to help them. Really? We both want to keep the city safe. I want to let them die. But... The Crimson Shield protects the streets of Kamurocho, right? I don't want anything else to happen to this town. I want you and your people to keep doing your job here. Jeez. Please, you have to save them. Find the trapped civilians and the Crimson Shield members that disappeared. Leave it to me. Oh, I forget this. Aww. We're helping. Okay, Kashi said he can't let me be heard from the members that disappeared. Guess I'll just wait till then. So there's another one of those sub-stories that is... There'll be multiple things in a row. Track down all the people. Kind of like with Marshmallows. Marshmallow had one of these. Yeah. There are several multi-chapter, multi-part sub-stories in this game. And there's also... the Zombie Fund. There'll be a lot of ones that are, I imagine, in the quarantine as well. Zombie Fund! Give what you can to help the zombies! Hello, sir! Okay, donate to the Zombie Fund. Zombie Fund? That's right, the Japanese government is violating the human rights of those who have become zombies. We have credible information of people slaughtering zombies within the quarantine zone. The Japanese government still won't even acknowledge their existence or let reporters pass the quarantine barricades. That's why environmental group Code Red is appealing to the international media for help in getting equal rights for zombies. We'd appreciate your support. Donations start at 100 are gladly accepted. Sure, why not? 100's barely anything compared to what I've got. Sure, why not? Thank you, sir. Oh, this is probably a shame thing. This could be a shameable offense. Question, is this a shameable offense? I can't remember the last time I saved. I'm going to assume yes. Though I say that, I don't even... there might be like 2 sub-stories in this entire game that could be shamed, given what we've had so far. This ain't Yakuza 3. Because I'm half expecting this to be a scam. I'm half expecting this to just be a scam. Of, they're gonna run away with the money. 10k is barely anything compared to what I've got. Just do the 10k. Will 10,000 do the trick? How generous of you, sir. We solve all the world's problems with more people like you. Thank you very much. Wait, step over here and watch our group in action. Feels like a scam. Government must stop murdering zombies! Zombies have the right to life! Save the zombies! Can it truly justify this killing? What if your child or a zombie? Zombies are people too! Stop the zombie genocide! So I don't know if I can be ashamed of the guy does say do 10,000. Fair enough. What? A scam in Kamurocho? No way. The loving dead. There are enough wars already! Put down your guns! Live in peace! Maybe zombies really aren't dead! Everyone's pretty fired up, huh? So it seems. A German will be here shortly. This is your lucky day. German? Yes, he's visiting from overseas. Just arrived a little while ago. The zombies happened yesterday. Oh, I guess Chairman of Code Red. Because that's a thing that doesn't just exist here. Ah, Chairman! Mr. Jones, sir! Oh, hello, Comrade Masaru. So nice to see you again. I cannot tell if this is meant to be a reference. Cannot tell if this is meant to be a reference. You actually remember me? This is a great honor, sir. You may be rank and file members, but we share the same vision. You're all family to me. I cannot tell if this is meant to be a reference to something. Sir, this is Kiryu-san. He's one of my fellow citizens who supports our cause. He gave 10,000 yen, a most generous donation. I knew you'd want to meet him, Chairman. Looks like I made a good impression. Thank you for your generosity, Kiryu-san. Oh, we can live up to your expectations. We'll be entering the quarantine zone shortly. Why would you do that? To save the zombies, of course. This is the launch of our counterattack against those who would harm our zombie brethren. What? We must protect the rights of zombies. We'll continue our efforts until the Japanese government halts this massacre. And the people battling for survival? Well, what about their rights? Are you saying we should let the zombies kill them? And there must be a dialogue. We cannot tolerate the indiscriminate killing of people just because they are zombies. Zombies don't seem interested in talking. You're free to your opinion, but somebody has to protect the zombies. By letting them attack the survivors. Your protest is a slap in the face to... That's enough, Kiryu-san! Don't talk to our chairman that way. So you're incapable of understanding. You disappoint me, Kiryu-san. Now if you'll excuse me. I didn't even introduce you to chairman in the first place. I made people mad. I made people mad. See, the thing is, obviously this is meant to be just ridiculous. They want to save the zombies. With all of the cover-up that's happening around this, it's not like, if the people outside haven't seen what's happening in there, it wouldn't be clear to them how, like, what the zombies are even like. Like, are the zombies just, they infect people and are kind of like, argh, but they're actually not, like, mindless hordes? They wouldn't know. If you can't see inside, you wouldn't know. I mean, it's not like the government sealing off a part of the city and killing the people inside of the city is exactly an unheard of thing in the world. It's not exactly like that has never happened before. I made such a great impression that I pissed him off within 3 sentences afterwards. But also, yes, they seem to care more about the zombies than the people who are trying to not become zombies. That definitely does also seem to be happening. So there is also that. Am I just going in there to meet them again? Let me go inside the wall and protect zombies? Don't blame me for what happens. Kiryu-san, you're with the Crimson Shield, right? You're working with Hasegawa? I didn't actually speak to her, did I? Yes, in fact, she's the whole reason we carry on the fight. Hasegawa. What exactly is she up to? Who knows? We don't talk about details much. But I think she also gets Kamurocho back to normal just as bad as we do. What makes you think that? She hides it well, but I get the feeling she's responsible for this somehow. If you're right, I guess I better help out. We all want the same thing after all. Thank you. This is back down to the quarantine zone. You can get in and out whenever you want. This Kamurocho's already been quarantined. We can find time to help those left stranded when the barriers went up. Okay, got it. Your Kamurocho's last hope, Kiryu-san. May not be much, but we'll do what we can to help you do your job. Actually, before we go in, let's actually speak to Hasegawa. Hasegawa's actually getting character development now. Let's actually go and talk to her before we go in and, you know, do a bunch of stuff. Let's actually see what she's got going on. Dun, 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 Quixote. I mean, like, we personally know there's a shitload of survivors on the other side of the quarantine wall, because every shop that we can go to and buy stuff from has survivors. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Is it a bad time? No, it's okay. I did ask for your help after all. I know none of those people set out to become zombies. Of course it's not their fault. Right. But I don't want it to spread any further. We can't let this go on. Do you understand me? Yeah, I do. I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Good to know I'm not the only one who feels that way. So, what are you here for? What spec ops does he have? Incinerate the rendered zombies, group of aggros, and clear an area of enemies. Should be good for that. So we're looking for things inside of the quarantine zone. We're gonna kill hermits if we come across them. We're gonna hiccup a lot. Hermits, bullseye tiles. Was there anything else? Oh, the ruby. Ow. There we go. The ruby. But we need to get the purgatory for that. And I still don't know if we can actually go there yet. Actually, Kamurocho Hill. If we're going to Kamurocho Hills, it's probably after that. Because Kamurocho Hills connects to Purgatory. So it's probably once we go to Kamurocho Hills for the story that we can then go to Purgatory. But basically, if we see hermits, we want to kill hermits. How's my item situation going? I have a lot of space slots. If we see hermits, we're killing hermits. And we're going to go to Mahjong, at least, for bullseye tiles. Which I don't remember how many I needed. I think it was 4. I think it was 4. But I'm not sure. I think. Memory bad. Memory atrocious. Memory fucked. So anyway, Kiryu murdered one zombie. Sad, emotional cutscene. Everyone cried. Everyone cried massive, very manly tears. Oh, hey. Look who's here. No, don't! You're not supposed to shoot them! So, from that environmental group. Kiryu-san! So you haven't learned a thing about our movement. Maybe zombies, but they have rights too! Are you out of your mind slaughtering them like this? I haven't killed any yet. Hard to believe you survived this long. No, it's not. After all, we're fighting for equal rights for zombies. That doesn't answer the question. They wouldn't attack their only supporters. Alright, then prove it. Ah! Yikes! Maybe I was a little hasty. Kiryu-san, help! I'll date a guy you can read like an open book. Oh, you sure about this? Alright, time for Kiryu to kill a second person. I was gonna get cool headshots, but... Okay, the headshot tracking is just not working. Wow, these are some tough zombies. Dude just disappeared when I shot him. I guess it is impossible to reason with zombies. There are others like you in the quarantine zone? Yes, about 20 of us were supposed to be dispatched here. Cool, most of you are dead now. Receive orders to obstruct all violent acts against zombies. You better pull them out immediately before the zombies slaughter every last one. It might be difficult, you say. There's an awful lot of money involved here. But you're an environmental group. What does this have to do with money? You're all volunteers. Well, officially, yes, but Kodo's environmental efforts attract sponsors from all around the world. How so? For example, corporations in the US and Europe are especially interested in boosting their image by sponsoring environmental efforts. Since Kodo's efforts are always over the top, they attract a lot more media attention, which in turn results more sponsors. That's why Kodo is so well funded, unlike your typical environmental group. And also, like any environmental group that has heavy ties to the government, probably also why it's not effective in any capacity. Yeah, money pouring in. The higher-ups always putting highly visible environmental efforts on the forefront. And that's why you're here to save the zombies. Zombies themselves are shocking enough. But then to go and say we want to protect their rights, that's an instant front-page story. Some serious business, savvy. But you're right, Kiryu-san. Members of the quarantine zone are in grave danger. We have to get them out at once. Where's your chairman now? I'd like a word with him. He's actually here on a PR shoot to promote our group's efforts. And what exactly will he shoot? Interviews with zombies. Or at least group members made up to look like zombies. I don't get it. He wants to make people believe zombies are intelligent, thinking creatures by faking an interview with them. And you really think people will buy that? I'm sure plenty will. You know how people are. Where's this shoot taking place? Building across the street from the tank. At the Oriental building. Chairman himself will conduct some of the interviews. Alright, okay. Okay. So, of course, the person who's, like, championing the cause and stuff is doing this for a bunch of bullshit. They're literally faking part of it. Okay. Okay. What? It's a scam? Never. Never. I swear the more I try and fix my hair by fiddling with it, the worse I'm making it. But I can't help myself! I'm a fiddly bitch! Ah! Ah! Bullseye tail. We need 20,000 points. I think I needed 4 of these. I'm probably wrong on that. But I'm going to buy 4 of these anyway, just in case. So we need 80,000 points. How much do points cost? Cash in for price. No, I use the same button as before. Mahjong 6. Each point is 1, so let's buy 100,000. It's easy enough. Easy enough to just do that. Cash in for 6 sick prizes. Just in case it is 4 that I need. I don't think I needed 4. I probably needed 4 of whatever the other thing was. But just in case, I don't have to worry about coming back to Mahjong again. Every time we enter a Mahjong building, it's scary. The Mahjong could creep up on us and pounce like a tiger and force us to play Mahjong. Tanimura. Or you can just cheat. You can also just cheat. You can also just cheat and ignore it. That is also something the game just lets you do because the game is sick. I'm letting you ignore that. Did I walk through those flames without getting stunned? Oh my god, does my new upgraded armor just prevent me from being, like, staggered by flames? Wait, I'm not even wearing it. I'm wearing Yakuza training gear. I guess I just was on the edge of it, or it was just disappearing as I did it. So it worked. Ah, Jesus! Bro, you should probably leave too. You should probably get the fuck out as well. I swear this headshot mode used to work a lot better. I swear it used to work a lot better. Or maybe I just used the headshot mode a lot for Akiyama's double guns, and because he had 2 guns, it worked really well. Maybe it was that. Poor Popo workers. Popo workers are the ones that got fucked over. They've all been eaten. Every single one of them. Oh, hey! That's open now, too. So we don't have to go all the way around. This part here is open. Which also, hey, another sub-story over there. Okay, that's not open. We still can't get through there. I believe there is actually a hermit nearby. Well, I know how to deal with it at least. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, get off me. Get off me. The Molotovs just actually damage the hermits through their armor, which is kind of funny. I've noticed, so other characters, when they're holding the Gatling gun, are much slower with it than Ryuji. Because it was Ryuji's actual arm, he wasn't, like, knocked back anywhere near as much as other characters are going to be. Which makes sense. Alright. That's basically next to me. That's basically next to me, so it really didn't help. It didn't help me at all, did it? There we go. There we go. Get away from me! Get away from me! Jesus Christ. Did I have the... I do have this. Yeah, there we go! There we go. I mean, like, for that reason it's gonna be effective. Just taking out people like this That could be nice. The main issue is actually using it to snipe things. That's what I'm terrified, because it's not going to go well. Though, here's a perfect opportunity to test it. If, you know, things would not spawn immediately. It does also pierce. Oh my god. So I don't know how well sniping's... Like, I want to snipe the motherfucker, but look at what's happening here. It does still... The snipe mode does still do the quick head tracking thing, though. It does still do quick head tracking for the sniper rifle. It does still do that. Oh my god, he's back. Oh my god, he's fucking back. Wait, he was voice acted! He might be a partner! Oh, there's someone that would be a good partner to have in this. It would be fucking Arase. Oh, there's someone who would be a good partner in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. It would be Arase. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit. He said his name earlier in the Let's Play, right? I summoned him. I summoned him. That's how it always works. Wait, where is that? Wait, the actual thing the actual sub-story that I was actually doing. Wasn't that here? The building across from the tank, you said? Didn't you say it was didn't you say that's where I was doing the thing? Harase returns! Building across straight from the tank of the Oriental building. I hope nothing goes wrong. So how do I interact with it? I mean, to be fair, the last time that we did the Orient, it was outside here. So maybe I have to leave the quarantine, actually go back out there to go to the Orient. Maybe I have to do it there. Maybe I can't actually reach it from in here. That could be possible. I also still haven't gotten a message from, what's his name? Akaishi. About where people would be. Fucking Arase's back. Oh my god. He's inside. Do I go after him? Let's go get Arase! At least we won't have a boss fight against him in this. At least he won't be a boss fight unless he gets bitten at the end and we have to fight zombie Arase with who's still using dual handguns. Which, to be fair, could very easily happen. Oh, hey friends, how are you going? Hi, how are you? One of them didn't die. Fuck you. Get out of here. Get out of here. I no longer have punch combos with Kiryu. Get out of here. Get out of here. Kiryu's gone from murdering one zombie to murdering several zombies. So many dead zombies. Is this a dead end? It is indeed a dead end. What's this movie? Just Illusion. It's smaller than usual, so it's a bit harder to read. Hey, look! Remember this place? Oh, this was like one of the first sub-stories that we did in the entire game. This was amongst the first sub-stories in the entire game that we did. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because this is where the zombie fingered that one girl. Look, apparently I wasn't wrong on that. Apparently that is genuinely what happens. Apparently that is what happens. There he is. There's the motherfucker. Hi, Arase! Welcome back, bitch! Welcome back, bitch! Bro, I offered.
随分追い詰められていたよ
Do you not remember Yakuza 3? I tried to help you.
ゾンビったって所詮は雑魚が大変だ。
I'm actually trained with guns. I can kill off zombies.
弾さえ切れない。
Oh.
ずっと逃げてい
Bro, handguns have infinite ammo. How'd you fuck up?
とっとと諦めちまえばよかったんだ。そろそろてめえにこんなざま見られなかった。
This bitch.
借りは返させてもらう。だがその代わり礼は言わねえぜ。
た別に借りを返してもらう必要はない
それじゃこっちが収まらねえっつってんだ。
そうだな
Gary, what the?
協力者だな、キルさん。元気かこの害虫野郎。
Climbs up multiple stories.
なんだこの野郎。
Climbs through a broken window. How are you, son of a bitch?
荒瀬和人、元錦山組の極道だかな。
あ
すご腕の我慢だったはずです。まだ衰え
Hi,
ていなけ
Gary.
れば。
俺の腕なら今すぐ証明してやるぜ。てめえの体に思い知ら
Hey, you got a partner, huh? Sorry, I heard that you were having a conversation that was voice acted. I came running as fast as I could.
荒瀬、俺のところで預かりやがるよ。
おいてめえ何勝手に話進めてんだ。
Shut up, Arase, you're not part of this.
来るといい。わかったか、この害虫。
You son of a
待てっ
bitch.
つってんだよ。
Arase, you didn't get a choice in the matter. I'm sorry. Arase, you didn't get a choice in the matter. You didn't get a choice in the matter. I'm sorry. I'm assuming. Hey, level up. I'm assuming. Gary calling Kiryu their son of a bitch is a reference to Predator. Dylan, you son of a bitch, and then they do the world's manliest handshake. I am assuming that's a reference to that. And everyone here must spend as little time with both of you as possible. Translates to, he wants to hang out. He just wants to hang out in your basement and learn how to shoot. That thing that Arase definitely needs to do. Now, well, to be fair, Arase's accuracy isn't exactly the highest in the world. Arase usually hits his target by firing so many goddamn bullets and running around so goddamn much while he's got all of his bullets that he's gonna hit something. That is Arase's general game plan when it comes to combat. I hope when he becomes our partner and he runs around with us, I hope he does the same run. I hope he's ducking down, running like this, shooting. I don't want him standing behind us just doing this like Akiyama style. I want him to do the run around the entire time that he's with us. He's just gonna be doing circles around us, just shooting around us the entire time. Yo, Arase's back! What the fuck? And by also having a ninja just running around stabbing you. He'll eventually hit his target. It's not about how accurate you are, it's about how many things you hit. And you hit more things by shooting more. Anyway, now that we've been forced out of the quarantine zone, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go up here. So I wanna see if we can actually go into the Orient building from this side for this sub-story. Because if we can't, then I don't actually know how to continue it, because this is the Oriental. Okay, how do we actually continue this sub-story? How do we continue the zombie sub-story? That narrows it down. I'm confused. Said the building across from the tank, but said Oriental, or the Oriental, and that's the we went in there for the Oriental as Akiyama, but I also didn't see an interact prompt anywhere else in the inside of there, so extra confused and cautious and concerned in all of the other words that I could also be using. So okay, no, the sub-story is immediately there. I was wondering if I'd have to go in with Arase to do any of this, and get him leveled up before we do any of the sub-stories. I think one of the partner characters did that. Oh, we're probably gonna call about. There we go. Actually took a while on that one. Kiryu-san, Takashi! Heard the Crimson Chill members in the quarantine zone. It's good news. Well, not quite. They're in trouble. There's so many zombies they're not able to move. Okay, I'll go get them. Where are they right now? In front of Kamurocho Hills. Sorry to drag you into this, Kiryu-san. Don't worry about it. I better get going. Good luck. Please be careful. Don Quixote. Said he's still the Crimson Shield members contact him in front of Kamurocho Hills. Better get ready and go. Don Quixote. Loud sounds coming from every device that we're passing. Groovy music on from stuff. Alright, we're gonna go back in. Going along. We're gonna go back in. We're going to go back to where the Orient building is and see if we can work out how to do anything with it. Because it would be nice to be able to work out if we can do anything with it. Dramatic music, let's go. Get out of here. Jesus. Kiryu doesn't have a unique gun, so fuck it. Using the rifle, that's gonna be the unique gun for the time being. One of them is called like the Tojo something, so fuck it. It makes sense. As you know, the person who was chairman of the Tojo clan for 12, 13 hours? I might even be exaggerating with that, honestly. I might actually be going too far with that. That may not even be accurate. I can't shoot the tank from this side. No. I can only shoot the tank from the other side. Anyway, while we're here, just gonna grab a lot of rifle ammo. Grab some rifle ammo. Get some more. Clearly, we need more shotgun ammo. Clearly, we need more Gatling ammo. I don't need more size. Need more shotgun ammo. Block of steels can go as well. There we go. 900 bullets, Jesus Christ. Alright, Gatling gun. Yeah, you're very slow with this compared to Ryuji. Ryuji thing is Gatling gun just because he's so good with it. Can you take that club sandwich out? Why do you want me to eat the club sandwich so badly? Also, I missed that message, I'm sorry. Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm getting punched several times. The Gatling gun definitely is significantly better with Ryuji than any other character. Shit, the frame rate. Not 8, just take out. I can do that. I need to eat an item. I need to pick this up. It could, wait, no. I already have it. Grab it. There we go. Hermit amulet. Fuck yeah. That's what I was actually looking for. There we go. There we go. I don't need those ones. So how do I do this sub-story is the question. How do I actually do this sub-story? I'm asking that as like a legitimate thing. Deku, do you have a guide that you can look at to work out how to actually activate the sub-story? Because I've got no idea. I'm confused. Big fuck off gun. Was very slow. Yes, it is the Tojo gun. Makes sense for Kiryu to use. Die! Die! Rah! Ah! I think this is the thing I actually need the Hermit Amulets for. Is it worth it to go track down some more Hermits? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, because I know where some more are. Assuming they haven't changed position again, but I don't think they have. It seems to be like they'll add special infected to appear in places sometimes, but once they're there, they're gonna stay there for the rest of the game. Like they may be in a spot they weren't in before, but once they're added, they stay there. I don't want to get rid of my rifle ammo because I'm using a lot of it. Submachine gun ammo. Don't need that right now. Don't need you. It's already on being Ace of Ice Cream Place, and at the entrance, check the burning cars. Okay. Wait, east of ice cream. Wait, east of ice cream. Wait, no, that is that. Okay. I was thinking the ice cream's like in a different spot. No, ice cream is like next to Tenkaichi. So Like at the end of Tenkaichi. So no, I'm looking at the right building. I just haven't found the Interats prompt. I just don't know what the Interats prompt is. That's all it is. Where's the... There it is. Die! Ow, gross. Well, I'm gonna switch to a different gun. I need all of you to fuck off! The game hates this gun for the frame rate. Oh, another Hermit Amulet. I think we already had one, so I think that's 3, and I don't remember if I needed 3 or 4. My brain's saying I only needed 3. No, there's 2 things that upgrade from Hermits. I think one needed 3 and one needed 4. I remember. Oh my god, for fuck's sake, die. Die! 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 Die, 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 die! No motherfuckers ain't dying! Die more! I'm now pissed off just everything around me. Die! There we go. There we go. That's my 20th Diptera killed? I normally ignore the Dipteras. They're normally ones I run past. Because I've also not needed them for any of the upgrades that I've actually wanted. Well, I think I actually need them for one of the sniper rifles or something like right now, but I already have everything I need for it. There we go, Jesus. Okay, we'll go back down. We'll go back down. Jesus. That's the meter up there. If there was another Hermit, I'd kill it. Like, close by. Okay, I'm gonna go re-examine some of these things. See if I can work out what the fuck's going on. Why I can't do this sub-story. Rar, rar, rar. It's fun to make sounds. Making sounds is fun. Especially when you force people to listen to you just making sounds. Of just doing whatever guttural groans you feel like. It's a fun experience. Check the burning cars it was? Okay. Oh, there's a prompt. Okay. There's a prompt here. Okay. Okay, there's the prompt. You moved to a different spot from where the prompt was. Okay. We're going across the street from the tank. The Oriental building. This must be the place. I'm not getting in there. Might be able to get in that way. Do I head in? Yeah, might as well. Here goes. There's the music going for it. Now, question is, how far into this building are they going to be? Oh, right there. They're right there. Yes, well, you may call us zombies, but we think and have feelings too. I mean, I'm here talking to you, aren't I? When we try to explain, people will start shooting for no reason. I've already lost a number of friends because people like that. It's a new form of racial discrimination, pure and simple. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you didn't become zombie by any choice of your own. That's right. Well, I say this to the Japanese government. We should be protected, not oppressed and slaughtered. Hope the people of the world will sympathize with our plight. PR shoot. More like a BS shoot. Oh, Kiryu's got the lines. What? We're in the middle of a PR shoot. Oh, Kiryu-san. You do not belong here. Now would you please leave? I hate to burst your bubble, but you need to pack it up and leave the quarantine zone before you all get killed. I have no interest in anything you say. I'm a man of conviction, and I show that through my actions. Who's that? Oh, they're not going to know who's actually real zombies because they've got that. We're not ready for you yet. Please wait your turn. Hey, did you hear me? It's the real deal. Excuse me. Yikes, they're the real thing. Run for it. No, wait, come back. Yeah! What is the meaning of this? No! No! And he's gone. And the chairman's gone. Bet he never had a PR shoot like this before. Kiryu with the snappy lines. Glasses sure managed to stay on. How else are the zombies meant to see? How else are the zombies meant to see? I love when you complete a sub-story part and the zombies just literally disappear. Kiryu-san. Oh, sorry. Afraid your chairman was done in by the zombies. It's his own fault for underestimating the situation. Just lucky I didn't end up like that too. True. It's probably spelled the end of code red, or at least it's protect the zombies movement. Our CEO died to the zombies. Maybe don't protect them. So drag you into this, Kiryu-san. Please take this for your troubles. Eye of the Dragon! More Eyes of the Dragon for crafting. Next time I join an environmental group, we'll be one that actually deals with environmental issues and not zombies. You saying you weren't in this just for the money? Remember when I first joined Code Red? I was a true environmentalist. I want to stop the damage being done to the environment, to preserve it for future generations. But somewhere along the way, I was corrupted by money and ended up losing my sense of purpose. But I opened my eyes because of you, Kiryu-san. And for that, I must thank you. No problem. Well, I guess I'll be going. Thanks again, Kiryu-san. Good luck, Masaru. Try to do my part to lead an eco-friendly life. What's the carbon emissions of my rifle? What are the carbon emissions of this rifle at? So this is clearly one of the best sub-stories in the game. It's clearly one of the best sub-stories in the game. 1400 experience points. It has to be one of the best sub-stories in the game. A CEO died. It has to be one of the best. Wait, did the Hermit respawn? Hermit respawned! Hermit respawned. Dealing the Molotovs, and then, or I just get run over by everything. Oh dear God. Oh no. I thought you died! How'd that Molotov frick not die? What the fuck? Okay, yeah. Using Gatling guns as anyone but Ryuji isn't great. Because it really does. Oh, Jesus. Because it really slows you down massively compared to anyone else. Like, with anyone else. Like, Ryuji just doesn't get the limitations of using it compared to the other characters. Oh, Jesus. I gotta remember when they burst out, if you don't kill them immediately, they do hit you quite quickly. There we go. Can't carry anymore. Did I ditch the other Hermit Amulet? Or is this a... Nope, it's just... I don't get it. I don't get the Hermit Amulet for that one. Boo! Boo! Actually, if Hermit respawned, did my ammo respawn? That's another question. No, it did not. Boo! So many boos! Booing everyone and everything! Sorry, I'm gonna stop for curry. I need curry! Give me some curry. Give me curry. Give me curry. There we go. Can I take your order? I want so many veggies and stuff. God, they have so much here. Everything here heals too much. This place is... You know the main thing that I hate about this curry joint? You know what I don't like about this curry joint? All of their delicious meals are so filling and satisfying that I can't eat everything on the menu at once. Is that a good sales pitch? Is that a good sales pitch for a curry joint? I don't know. I think this is the one that was sponsored in 4, right? I think it was. I think that's the one that was sponsored in 4. My brain is saying yes. My memory is saying that's definitely accurate. So there's no way that I'm wrong. There's no way that I'm wrong. Bang, 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 bang. Now, we step out. We step out of the quarantine. We check in with the truck. We see if we can actually upgrade the stuff. Man, there's some form of delivery or home-cooked versions. What they do? Well, I'm satisfied. I guess I'll order everything on the menu for takeout, and all my dinners for the next week can be Matsuya curry. I say all of this. I do want to actually go to one of the ramen places that I know in the city, and I want to try their curry. Because every time I see the curry there, it does look really tantalizing. And I don't... If I've had Japanese curry, I've had it so infrequently that I can't think off the top of my head, like, what any Japanese curries taste like that I can think of. Because I have a shitload of Indian curry, but for... this is not... The foam box isn't gonna modify my weapon. What am I doing? What am I even thinking? But yeah, I don't think I've had Japanese curry. And if I have, I've had it so infrequently that I can't remember the taste of it. I need ramen places to be open near me. The only ramen places that I know are like in the city. And it's a long trek to go for curry. Or ramen. If I'm just going on my own. Like, I've been into the city to go to someone for dinner for ramen. But if I'm going with people, then I'm like chatting to people the entire time. But going on my own, it's like a lot. Damn, I want curry now. So do I. So do I. Now that I've said the word curry about 40 times in the past couple sentences, now I want curry. I have dinners prepped. I already have, well, not prepped. I have the stuff for my dinners for the next 2 weeks. So I don't need to buy dinner until like Monday, not next week, but the week after. I might buy stuff to make a curry. Yay! We only needed 3. We can get the Liberator. More golden guns! Well, slightly gold tinted. Slightly gold tinted gun. Yay! When I last made my the curry that I make, which is just it is a fairly basic chana masala, but chana masala is fucking delicious as shit. Because I bought all the extra spices that I actually need for it. Like, I actually got... Well, I had the spices before, but I didn't have them crushed up, and I don't have a spice grinder. So I bought, like, ground up clove and cardamom and mustard seeds. And I actually got kasuri methi, fenugreek leaves. I actually have all of that now. So, I needed 4 forks. I only needed 2 tiles, but I will. I have extra tiles now, in case we play Mahjong. Hey, upgraded sniper rifle. Ta-da! Now it does 1,000 damage per shot, which is ridiculous. But yeah, now making my curry with all of the extra little pieces. Because all the stuff that I got extra, like those things I just mentioned, I use the least amount of them compared to anything else I'd use in there. Like cumin powder or any other spices. But having those extra little bits in there. Oh! Flavor of it is so good. It is so good. Fucking love it. Do I bother upgrading the unique weapons for them, like, at any point? Do I bother? I probably don't. So all the stuff that I use is fully upgraded at this point. Everything that is any character can use it is fully upgraded except for this stuff here. Except for this stuff here. Also, now looking at this, using the Gatling gun outside of combat, I think if I'm gonna go an upgrade path, I think I go for this one. Because the extra ammo capacity is nice in theory. The issue is that normally by the time, because you're so slow with it, normally by the time I have to move or I'll get hit, I'm not gonna burn through the ammo that I already have, which is 60. So would having 100 help that much? Though it does say ease of use. It does say ease of use, and it's designed for women girls. So maybe it's lighter, maybe you can move faster while holding this one. Maybe that's the idea when it says ease of use. Maybe that's what that means. Or maybe it just means less recoil so it doesn't fuck with your aiming as much. Could go either way. Because I also need 3 hermit amulets to get to this one, which is kind of a pain in the ass. I can upgrade Arase's guns! Oh god, Arase is a greedy son of a bitch. And needs 2 platinum plates for that. But he can get that one. Oh yeah, Junior's using a basic bitch weapon. No wonder he was dying so quickly. No wonder Junior was dying basically immediately. I haven't even upgraded his weapon. Arase's gun's like a unique color. Arase, all of the others, this is just Flesh Shredder and Pathmaker. This is just the Tojo and the Liberator. This is just the like all of these are just the normal designs of the weapons. Arase actually gets a unique one. The Arase XR is actually colored differently to the other guns you get. Unless this Arase XR is this. And I just don't have the thing for it. Actually, no, he's just using an entirely unique gun, isn't he? Oh no, the guns he's using is Akiyama's guns. Of course it is. Of course he's using Akiyama's guns. He wields 2 of them. Of course he's using Akiyama's guns. Because I was going to say, the shape of it doesn't look like the WK, any of the WK ones. But yeah, it looks like Arase's. Because, I mean, it looks like Akiyama's. Because, of course. Because it's 2 guns. Of course. So that's why he gets a unique coloring. Because he can't copy the Elise. Because that's Akiyama's thing. Anyway, we're going to head over to the phone box. We will end it there for today. The next stream is likely going to be hostesses. It makes the most sense to do hostesses next time. We can either do all the sub-stories and then do hostesses, or we can do all the hostesses and then do sub-stories. Which, out of those 2 options, I'm going to vote hostesses. So, like, the 3rd last episode of this series isn't hostesses. We already had that in Yakuza 4. So, next stream will be hostesses, again. That's alright. Hopefully out of the, like, 5 playable characters in Yakuza 5, hopefully they have 1 hostess each. Because if they each have 2, fuck, that's 10 again! Which makes it the same level as 3 and 4. Thank God this game only has 7. Only 7. Anyway, I'm grabbing a club sandwich. Right. Let's get rid of a bunch of the stuff that we've got here. Twitch what? Twitch who? My brain thought of something else. I want ammo. No, I gotta grab some Gatling gun ammo and some rifle ammo. There we go. Club sandwich. Do you want me to grab the club sandwich? Club sandwich! A standard sandwich. Sandwich with tomato, lettuce, and more. There we go. I have the club sandwich. So important, it's gonna go here permanently. This is our lucky club sandwich occurring for the rest of the game. Am I doing anything with the club sandwich? Or do you just want me to grab club sandwich because club sandwich isn't mean? This is actually important. This is actually important. So I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not. I can't tell if you're fucking with me. Why did I buy the club sandwich? Did someone tell me to buy a club sandwich earlier? Or did I buy the club sandwich as a meme? Why do I even have it? Why do I even have it? I genuinely don't remember how I got it or why I have it. Unless we just bought it because it's funny. I don't know why, but it's good you do. We will need it for a sub-story, probably. Someone wants specifically a club sandwich. Thai sub-story is just give me a club sandwich. But it's my lucky club sandwich. It helps me kill zombies harder. Anyway, with that, I will end it there for today. Next time we come back, we're doing hostess content. We're going to give one of the hostesses my club sandwich. No. Apparently it's important that I order club sandwich. I'm going to hold them to that. Next stream is more hostesses. And then stream after that is the rest of Kiryu sub-stories. That we can currently do. And then whatever happens after that. We are actually approaching the end of this game. I know we've only just started playing as Kiryu. But given that we've like done the first like hour or so as Kiryu. And the fact that this game is short with each of its characters. We are actually approaching... Like, we are definitely getting towards the end of Dead Cells. It is definitely happening. He gets on his phone. He actually goes on his phone. I imagine he's trying to contact Haruka. He doesn't just spend the entire time smoking. He's actually, like... Does he smoke at all, actually, for his idol? Most other characters smoke, because every character... If you're playable in Yakuza, you smoke. Does Kiryu smoke, or is he actually just on his phone? Nope, he smokes. Never mind. Never mind, Kiryu absolutely smokes. He's still a smoker. Never mind. Anyway, next time, hostesses, and then the rest of the game, and then we finish it. And then I can finish it and proudly say that's my third favorite Yakuza game, which will likely happen. I can't imagine the game dropping the ball at this point so hard that it isn't that, so... Ah, well. I'm a contrarian accidentally. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, this is version 2, signing out.